And we're live.
Ain't no locking in though. Let's free ball this shit.
And we're live.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Do it. Just do it.
In 3,
What?
2, 1. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Suburb Talks. I am your co-host.
I'm your host, Sage Ginn.
Yep, Sage Ginn, Nick Raheda.
Wait, who are we with?
But we're with three special
Nick Raheda.
guests.
Hello. Actually, you know what? Fuck this guy. All right, we're gonna go right to our special guest. Dom.
Yeah, Dom.
That's correct.
Hey, wait.
Can you put a fucking shirt on, Dom?
Nah, I'm getting a fan edit out of this shit. I'm getting a fan edit out of this shit. All right, hold up. What did you say?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies.
Do it again. Hold up.
Dude, let's do that again, but
He's
this
gonna
time
lock
point
in
at
right
me.
now.
Alright, obviously.
How about this? You take your shirt off. Okay, you take your shirt off.
He's
take your
looking
shirt off.
raped. He's
No,
looking
I know he is. I know he is.
Dude, I can't. Insane.
I know.
This podcast is gonna be so derailed.
Grace gonna love that
Obviously,
shit.
some more special guests here. The lovely Mr. David Alvareezy.
Yeah.
He made it to the podcast. Sexy business
Sexiest man
owner.
alive.
Honestly, I'd vote for him. Sexiest
Yeah,
man alive.
yeah.
And we
Dude,
also have.
I'm also on time. I came here 2 hours early.
All right, whoa,
Sorry,
whoa, whoa,
I came
whoa.
here 2 hours on time. We had to wait for Dom for 2 hours, and then these guys got me drunk. So sorry if I'm a little more drunk than Dom.
Guys, we were supposed to be here and record at 5. It is 7 p.m. because Tom doesn't know what time to be here at.
All right, listen. First of all, I was at a photo shoot. I told you I had a photo shoot before this.
Okay, so now we're gonna start
Second
talking
of
about
all,
photo shoots.
I didn't know y'all niggas lived in fucking Narnia, bro. I typed in my fucking Uber. I'm thinking like, all right, Los Angeles, California. It's probably like a 30-minute Uber or whatever.
You would
2 hour Uber, bro.
Wow,
2 hour Uber.
Hey, hella traffic.
Hella traffic. Also, Uber cost me like $135 American, which in Canadian is essentially like $1,000.
That's
So-
crazy. I think
Damn.
so.
So,
I think so. Wait, what's
So-
the Canadian dollar?
so-
What's the
What
Canadian
Is
currency?
Canada corrupt
What?
right now?
What's the currency in Canada?
what do you mean? What's the currency?
Is it
A
still a
million to
dollar?
$1.
Or-
Do you? Wait, what is it called? A dollar?
No, the currency. Is it still a dollar? Like
What
dollars?
is the Canadian dollar to American dollar?
It's a Canadian dollar.
Yeah, it's
It's
Canadian
Canadian
dollar.
No,
right?
I know, but what is a?
Oh, like what's the ratio? What's the ratio?
Yeah. What is the Canadian dollar to an American dollar?
Oh, I have no idea. I just know that. I just know.
$1,000.
I just know whenever I come to America, I'm poor as shit. That's all. That's all I know.
All right, what's up, you guys? Sorry, we just had to cut back in, but obviously you can tell we're not at our normal house setup, and we have a lot of new faces. But here today, we're at TEMPO GEISHA. Geisha. Yeah, so shout out Mr. Tempo for having us. But yeah, we're going to do a little video here, a podcast here with all the special guests. We have, anyone want to put up that bottle right now?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
This is what
We
we're
have
really
a little
drinking.
special bottle here.
This is for sure.
It has been a
Yes, sir.
long time since we've done a drinking podcast.
And
I will
honestly,
say.
Yeah, it's been a while.
never had alcohol this smooth
Look
in
at
my
the way he's
life.
looking at it right now. Look.
He
you
loves
get it.
it.
Rub it
I
up,
can tell you,
David.
one man that really loves it is this guy right
I
here.
want another right now.
This is gonna turn into a drink champ.
I'm not
Alright.
not saying another one until
Alright.
Dom
Yeah,
does
let's take a
another
shot.
one.
One sec though. If you guys didn't know, there is a TEMPO GEISHA. God, I want to say it right.
Yeah,
Okay.
TEMPO GEISHA.
There's a TEMPO GEISHA in BREA, California. You guys need to come check it out.
Food
It's
is a 10 out of 10.
Food
Vibes
10
is
out of 10. Drinks 10 out of 10. Everybody's
Oh
a 10 out of 10. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Every woman that works here is literally. Listen, camera.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, he's locked in.
Listen.
He's locked in.
Look at him flexing. Bro
Listen.
wants to edit so much. Look at him. Look at him, bro. Bro wants to edit.
I was more impressed that he was strong.
Someone give
No,
Dom the edit.
no,
All right.
fuck that shit.
All right.
Because you gonna edit for some bullshit.
So you didn't like my line? You
What?
didn't like my line? You
No,
had-
it was okay,
do
but
you-
I didn't
think-
think it was like a 300,000 like fucking line.
you-
Niggas,
let me ask you a
niggas like,
question,
have you been to Disneyland? Do you think it's the happiest in the world? Yeah, it is. Well, you never been to my bedroom yet. Then it's like,
I didn't even have my legs crossed.
Then it's like party next door. Homie's like,
Hey, you studied the tape.
Wait, that was such a good.
that was spot on.
what was that? And then you, bro. I've never had someone. I had a reel of me, you, and Sean, right? Never in my life have I ever posted someone on my page and the top comment was about them.
yeah.
The top comment was like, yo, I need Sean. Yo, Sean gotta finish that tattoo sleeve. Yo, Sean Don got at it. Oh, that's my flavor of white boy.
Welcome to
You know what's funny about that?
No, I'm not done. And then
He goes
I
off,
go
he
on my
goes on.
FYP, and I'm like, all right, Nick Fanase are out of the way. Sean Fanase are out of the way. Who I see next? This nigga, bro. 20v1, bro. This girl just coming at him. Homegirl grabs his hand.
Spins
Spins him around. Boom, Party Next Door song. Then it's this dude like this.
Don't hurt him now.
Why does he
gotta do it? Why does he gotta do it?
Because it's on my FYP.
Y'all, please give
Somebody
Dom
please edit it.
Dom, you know what? You know what you should do?
Let me
Dom,
understand.
your
What?
FYP is curated to what you like. You like seeing men.
Well, no.
I mean,
okay.
these specific men.
No,
Did you like the video? Did you like the video?
Yeah, I loved it. I'm not. They were great fan edits. I'm just saying I'm upset because every fan edit I get has me crying on reality TV.
You're a really good crier.
Shit,
Gotcha.
what?
You're a really good
I
crier.
am a good crier, but like I'm just jealous because every fan edit I see of y'all is like some like
Some sexy
Party
shit.
next
some
door.
sexy shit,
Gotcha.
bro.
Hey, you know what? I
Some
will say
sexy
this.
shit.
You know how everyone thinks you look like Michael B. Jordan? His first viral clip on my channel was him saying, "Yeah, I look like Michael B. Jordan."
I was also pretty chopped at the time. I had to evolve a lot.
You
for that
are
moment
like
in time.
the less melanated version of me, though.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, I would
Same
say
height.
there's.
Same height. Yeah.
Same
No, the
height.
only reason why I laugh about that is because we did that video together. And honestly, bro, I was like, this guy for sure doesn't even remember who I am. because bro, we were wasted. I'll tell you, we were like wasted in the club, right? And it's like our first time meeting each other. And this dude's fucking tall. All right, like super tall.
Wow.
And he comes over like, this guy's huge too. Like, I love y'all Suburb Talks. Like me and
Bro,
Nick.
I'm over here
I'm
like-
choked out. I'm like,
I'm trying to get my fucking hand up.
Bro. And then the next day we do that video, and I'm like, man, every time we were interacting, we were both like hammered.
Yeah.
It was a great
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was a great
But
time.
I honestly don't think I hung out with anyone more than hung out with you guys.
Bro, no, I'm
I
telling
think
you now.
it was like us three, like the
Bro,
whole weekend.
I'm
bro.
telling you now, nah. So for those of you who
The
don't
whole
know,
weekend, I'm like, yo, where's Nick and Sean? Where's
we
Sean?
basically all kind of like got really close because we went on a trip with Poppies to Mexico, Cancun.
Shout out to
Shout out
Poppies.
to
Shout out to
Poppies.
Poppies.
Yeah, and obviously
Paid
Owen, Devin, and
by-
Sage, you guys couldn't make it, right?
Yep.
What
Oh,
happened?
yeah,
You
sometimes.
said,
shit.
no,
Remember
we
I had
talked
the
about
family
it.
problem?
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah,
make
yeah.
it because I was on it like way back.
Right?
Though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I was
I
like
mean,
a
you let us
OG
know like
type
way
shit.
back, but we
Yeah,
couldn't make it
yeah.
because I had the family problems at the time. I had and- that thing, and then it was
Yeah,
like,
you guys weren't invited. So,
But
yeah,
anyways,
so Poppy's,
Let him shout out.
So Poppy's invited 16 creators to Mexico. Was our first like brand trip.
Would have been 19.
I was
And,
17.
you know, we
actually.
invited our favorite people. Devin and Sage weren't invited.
Yeah,
It happens.
Honestly,
It was like- yeah, it was like a
I
long
feel
time.
like
I'll be there next time, though.
Owen, I didn't even know who he was until today.
Yeah, you know, it was like, you know, some chords got crossed, and you know, shit happens.
No, but it was fun. It was really scary. We've never done a brand trip, especially with like this group of people. Like, and it was fun. Everyone got fucked up. You guys had a good time.
If you like invited me and shit, but like honestly,
We're gonna. Wait,
my legal
hey,
team will actually probably
no,
talk to you in a
seriously,
couple days. Though.
I literally might consider you for the next one.
Might.
Like, I have put you in the maybes of
Wait,
maybes.
let's actually cut real quick.
Devin, you're coming for sure.
What?
To the next one.
So what?
that
you
face.
son of a bitch.
Listen,
Wait, did
I'll be
you?
there.
Did you? How was
Listen.
20v1?
It was a lot.
Huh?
They made me do it.
Why was it Devin?
Devin
Yeah,
was
why
gonna be
was
like
best
our test
looking one?
subject because
He was-
all
he
the
was a-
ladies
he was
I
a test
wanted
dummy.
it to be Sean, but they said I have to go first. And then Sean promised me he would go next, and he never did it.
and then you got a girlfriend.
Oh my God. Then I started talking to somebody.
Oh, okay.
It was a setup, basically.
So,
you know?
Basically, it was like a
setup.
scam, you know?
No,
Scam.
Devin was the people's choice. He was the people's
No,
choice.
Devin was
Devin,
people's
Devin
choice.
was
Devin
people's
was
choice. Devin's like a sweetheart,
Yeah.
you know, like that guy you see in a rom-com, you know? Like, I feel like that was
Yeah,
Devin.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
You just-
certain
You
Yeah,
do
you
have
just
like
want
the
so bad.
90s like boy band hairstyle and shit.
Thank you.
You're like,
Yeah.
it flows so
Devin's like the
beautiful.
guy you look at and you're like, how is this guy single? And then you get to know him, you go, oh, that's
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's so handsome and he's like a sleeper. You touch him, you're like, this guy's muscular. This
He's
guy
hard as a
has to
rock.
get laid.
He's hard
And
as
then
a
you're
rock.
like, oh yeah,
What do you
this
mean
guy
by
doesn't
that?
get laid.
No, but yeah. Anyways, so we met Dom in Mexico, and dude, literally had the time of our life with everybody, and it was so funny because it was like low key a bunch of random creators that
It was,
all
yeah.
ended up just getting along with everybody. Like
No,
Karen
yeah, I
and
bet.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit was mad fun though, huh,
like,
David?
let's carry Eddie.
That shit was mad fun.
I literally did
Yeah.
tell these guys, I was like, hey, should I invite Sage and Devin? And I swear to you, I have the messages.
That shit was so
They
fun
said,
though. I
nah.
remember everything.
They said,
Yeah.
nah.
That was it.
Yeah, we'll have a talk after. We'll have a talk. Question for you guys that went. What was your highlight of that whole trip?
Yeah, I need to
'Cause
hear that.
I've been hearing a
Beach.
lot about it between them, but what did you guys like the most about that
Coco
trip?
Bongo.
Let me tell you something, man.
Coco
Coco
Bongo.
Bongo is the greatest place on earth.
Never
man.
going there with Dom ever again.
This place on
Fuck you, bro.
Dom got put on the big screen 5 different fucking times, bro. 5 different times.
You want the edit real bad, huh?
Look,
You did. You texted me. It was like, yo, you got that video of me on the big screen? I was like, yo, send that to me. And I was like, I showed Grace the video. She was like, oh my God, babe, you got on the big screen. And I was like, what Dom did? But I was right next to him.
Wait. Can I be real vulnerable?
Go for it.
Just
go.
real quick. I just started growing my facial hair, and the first time was like the Cancun trip.
Yeah.
I started growing it up for the Cancun trip or whatever like that. Like the New Year.
You used to be barefaced?
I was like clean shaven always because I was always like, I don't even know why I never had facial. I was always clean shaven.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I kid you not, 3 months ago I made a video, and the top comment was like, should I be embarrassed that this is my type?
Oh.
I swear to God, I was like, my main thing was like, people were like, oh, he's autistic, weird, and gay.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
Right?
Been there, done that.
Which is like, cool, worked for me. You know what I mean? I was fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I
Instagram
played-
bio.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Insane.
Shit fucking worked. But then I grew the fucking beard all of a sudden. Oh, wait, is that Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, that's crazy,
fucking
bro.
Tiffany has me in a TikTok and fucking the entire face plan is like, who the fuck is that guy? What the fuck? And I'm like,
Wait, no.
The facial hair does something, Dom. I will say that.
hey,
It
bro,
does.
I didn't know. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Honestly, non-facial hair Dom wouldn't have gotten invited to the Poppy's trip. Facial hair Dom.
honestly, this is never going away now. I didn't think it made such a difference.
Bro, facial hair?
I just want to say, I had a single friend come on the trip, and he was like,
Oh, you gotta tell
dude,
this, bro.
I was like, dude, there's so many pretty women. And I literally had to look at him and I was like, Dom's coming on this trip. You probably won't get any. But Dom's funny. And you'll love him. He's great.
No, I want to tell about how we instigated that one thing.
Oh, can we talk about
bro.
this? Can we talk about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Maybe don't say a name.
No
no
name.
No, fucking say the name.
basically,
Cheers. You want to take it? You want me to take it? All right. So, anyways, so obviously we're in this club. We're with Dom, and this is when we really get to know Dom, right? And so we're having a good time. But bro, every time I kind of leave Dom and do something, every time I look back, there's a different girl talking to Dom or on Dom, and Dom, of course, is over here
Against his will,
Bro,
by
he's
the
over
way.
here like,
Against his
he's
will.
like, nah, don't do that. Nah, don't do that. Nah, don't. You know what I mean? Like every single time, he's like, hey, like relax.
You're
hey, like,
good
relax.
at like
You know
acting
what I
like
mean?
that shit up.
I don't.
You're eating that
I
shit
don't
up.
want this.
Yeah.
I don't.
Please
want
don't
this.
save me. Please don't like. So, anyways, so
Dude, when we first got there, that whole the bachelorette party.
yes, it was a bachelorette party. There was
Oh, there was
whole
a bachelorette
he had-
party after
yo,
you,
yo.
bro?
He had a whole bachelorette party. The whole bachelorette
Yeah.
party
Oh my
talking to him. Like every single one was talking to him. Like either together or alone.
Yeah.
But anyways, there was a girl there that was already trying to talk to Dom, and so she was having a good time with him, whatever was happening, and we all peeped in. We were like, oh, like they look really cute together, this and that. And she must have left Dom for 30 seconds. She goes back to Dom, and Dom is talking to some other people.
No.
All right. So I peep it. I peep
No,
it.
no.
Right?
Dom's
Not
not
your
talking
fault,
to some
though.
other people.
They're talking
people
to Dom.
are
They're
talking to
talking
Dom.
to Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Honestly, genuinely, like Dom was very much like just casual with it. They were trying to talk to Dom. But anyways, I kind of peep it. And me and Sean have kind of been watching this all night. We're like, oh my God, like you see this, right? We're like, oh my God, they're going to date, right? So I see her like look back and see that Dom is talking to some other girls or the other girls are talking to Dom. And I see her kind of go back to the table. She's kind of sad. I look at Sean and I bump him and I go up to her and I'm like, shit, if that was me, I'd bump that bitch.
No, dude.
And she goes, right? What the fuck? And me and Sean are just like, yeah. Who the fuck does she think she is stepping in on your man like that? And bro,
it's like so much more exaggerated. It's more like we saw something between you two.
Yeah.
Don't get that. Like, bro,
Really feeding into that shit,
and
huh?
honestly, maybe there was. I
No,
don't know
I-
about the time because we were both really fucked up. But it's just like,
Dude, everyone
But
at the
I
club,
didn't
everyone at the
know
club
that.
saw her go, I gotta go get my man.
so
She said that?
eventually we push her to the point where she's like, I gotta go get my man. And you heard it, right?
And we're
Ah,
hyped.
dude,
We're
and
hyped,
bro.
though. We're like,
It's
hyped.
a, it's a club. No one can hear anyone from like a
No.
foot away.
But you
we're
heard
hanging
that.
out. It's like, I'm gonna go get mine. I was like, oh shit.
Bro,
what's
it was
going
like a
on?
siren. It was like a
Watch
siren.
that.
And you saw her do the 180 spin.
Bro.
Beelined it.
And I didn't know that information until last night. So I remember that night there was a certain point because if you watch the Michael B. Jordan video that David sent me, she's in that video and like she's like blocking my face from the screen.
God
No, you were on the jumbotron and she was blocking you.
Blocking my
God
face.
damn.
Get out of here, ruin my edit. My
And
edit.
it was y'all, bro. It was y'all that was doing that shit.
To be fair,
She was ruining the fucking edit.
doing the
No,
edit.
I'll be honest.
Get the clip.
No. That was way before Nick and Sean.
What?
That was way before Nick and Sean. That was all her doing.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
We're just fighting for love.
Bro, it's just one of those things.
Fighting
And
for
then
love.
it was so
Fighting for
funny
love.
because we were talking about it last night, and then I realized I was like, and then even today when you were talking, like when we were all at dinner, I was like, damn, we be instigating people. Like all of us, our whole friend group just be instigating shit.
That's why we get in fights.
It's a good but bad habit.
But we never get in like fights. It's always like
No,
altercations, but it always starts with like someone instigating something all the time.
It does.
Yeah,
Instigating is fun. Instigating is like
It's like we're all our own worst enemy.
people
man.
need
Like,
to
seriously.
instigate more. Like, dude, it's boring.
Bring
if you-
instigating back.
Yeah, bring instigating back.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's
I
crazy.
I be instigating
Crazy
shit
place
in my
to stand
relationship
10
just to
toes,
start
bro.
a fight for fun.
Wait,
Like what?
wait,
You know?
wait.
Like I look at Grace and I'm like, things are too good. Things are,
All right, bro, you
dude.
got
We're having sex way too often. I'm tired. Dude, you love me too much. I'm gonna instigate a problem right now.
What's one thing you would be
Okay.
like, why?
What?
What's one thing you would be like, why?
No, I'd be like, hey, isn't it crazy that blank, 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 blank? And she'd be like, what the fuck? And it's literally just burning me a little bit. And then she'd be like, we're not gonna have sex until tomorrow now.
You're like, God forbid.
No, but Mexico was so much fun. But guys, no,
my God,
we do
I'm
have
dead.
some guests here. We are going to get straight into some podcast questions.
No, I just want to say, obviously, a lot of this is satire. We're having a lot of fun. We're a bunch of guys drinking. We don't have Cynthia here to bounce us out. So we hope we can make a good video for you guys
Yeah.
and you guys can enjoy it. But
No,
yeah,
it'll be fun.
get
No, it'll be
into
a lot
it.
of
Please
fun.
enjoy
We
it.
got some
Okay,
great
so
questions.
I'm your host, Sage, today.
Go ahead.
To my left, we have
Nicholas. I was about to
Shantu?
say Sage.
David.
Oh, Devin.
Dom.
And Owen.
and behind the camera, we have
Mr.
Alex
Johnson.
He
as
got no mic.
always.
He got no mic. Got no mic.
Ain't got no mic.
Sage, I'm not answering a fucking question until Dom takes another shot.
Where's the bottle at? Has he been on camera? Has my dog been on camera yet?
Oh, he's been on camera.
Yes.
Recently, yeah.
All right, they showing you love.
Oh yeah, they love him. They love him. They love him.
All right, let's hit it. Say
All right,
it.
And you
Sage.
got the Doc Martin. Oh, this is my slime.
All right, Dom.
Dude, tell him about your
What's up?
fit. How long have you been wearing that fit?
Can we? Listen, bro.
Hey,
I didn't say it on camera. Hey, I didn't say it on camera.
Every day, dude, Dom's been in LA for 7 days. He's worn this
Wait,
outfit.
5.
7 days.
5.
5 days
Five.
going down.
You're an op. First of all, you're an op.
No, I'm not.
5.
I don't even know
This
what
is-
that means.
this
I'm
is
33.
PR from shit. Listen, all right. Insider scoop. Influencer insider scoop. Coachella's coming up.
Oh.
Dog's gotta get some brand deals lined up for festival season.
Hell yeah,
alright?
baby.
Yeah, you do.
She really just sent me some fucking jeans. I'm gonna wear the fucking jeans every fucking day until this shit fucking pops off.
Yeah, you're gonna wear the
All right.
fuck out of them, huh?
But what about, like, they've been smelling a little bit?
They smell. Yeah, they smell. What's real quick? No, the other part.
Hey, no, but seriously, this is like me producing. I think it'd be really good if you actually did smell his dick. Like the clip would go viral. Like,
Do you want that edit right now?
What?
Do you want that edit?
Hey, bro.
Shut up, like,
I know my dick smell good, bro. Because she got Louis Vuitton on it right
Yeah,
now.
the
no,
jeans,
but it
though.
would
That's not
be
the dick, it's the
so.
jeans.
I swear all my shit.
That's 72-hour loom.
I'm not
on-
saying another word
on
until
your-
Devin smells his
No, I'm
dick.
saying I spray everywhere.
Oh,
shut up, David.
Yeah, I don't want to smell Dom's dick either.
yeah. See, he
Come
doesn't
on,
want to smell it
It's
either.
not fun
no,
when you
no,
want
no,
to
no.
do
Let's
it.
not talk about Chicago. You know what we did in Chicago. Come on, brother.
all right,
You know
say
we
it,
say
say
the
it.
suicide boys.
Get into
bro.
it. Get into it. That's
All
it.
right, you know what? We're starting off with you.
All right, let's go.
So I've been, believe it or not, I've been tapped into dating shows for a long time now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I see you. I see the no facial hair, Dom.
Yeah. That
I
was a
seen him
sad
back
boy.
there.
Yikes,
That
dude.
was a sad boy.
Can you tell us what gave you your big break and what the inside of dating shows are like?
What gave my big break?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I had this talk with I actually had a Netflix meeting this week, and then we were just catching up. And I was telling them, I was like, you know what's funny is I feel like I was so angry when all the drama happened on my show. Like I was like, why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't think I'd be able to do half the shit I've been doing if all the drama didn't happen to me.
You got a big part. You had a big part within everything.
Yeah, I think Netflix really put me on this pedestal, and I got attacked, I got flamed, I got all this shit. But I'm like, and my best friend who's also in reality shows, who's kind of made his living off of that angle of shit of drama and making a name. It really is that when it comes to reality TV or influencing, it's if people aren't talking about you, you're kind of you know what I mean? There's no point.
Yeah,
in
you're
shit,
just there
you
to
know
be
what I'm saying?
bystander then.
Yeah, it's either people are talking about you and you're the most hated, or you're likable, or you're boring. And the last thing you want is fucking boring, bro.
Exactly.
I went on a date with this Love Island girl.
Like a legit, not behind the cameras, everything. One of those
Yeah,
legit
and my hand was in the TikTok. My hand was just there.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick. What's her name?
Daniela.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this is newer.
Oh, so his
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Oh, is
you
this
went
after
out-
our video?
Yeah, this was off of the Poppies video.
Hey.
Okay, so this is new.
Did I-
This is new. This is
You
newer,
remember when you
right?
said, "Does anybody ever actually date?" Yeah, they do. After.
So we go on I wouldn't even call it like a date, but it was you know what I mean? We linked up afterwards and we were let's just have a conversation. I'll buy you dinner, whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Least you could do
Gentlemen.
after doing a fucking YouTube channel on fucking pop. The least
Yeah.
you could, I don't know if any other guys do that. I do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
Gentlemen.
my hand's in a video.
Gentlemen.
It blows up. Everyone's like, girl, run. Not Dom, girl. No, run, go away, blah, blah.
Damn.
And I remember at the time I was like, fuck, this is fucked up. Whatever. And my management is like, what would be worse? Them saying all this shit about you, or if she posted that and no one gave a fuck?
valid.
And I was like,
That's pretty
that
good.
might
Yeah.
that might have hit me harder. If,
Yeah.
if she posted that and it got 2,000 views, I might have been like,
You're like, wait a minute. What the fuck am I doing wrong?
Yeah, maybe I'm cooked. So I think my big break was definitely, I think I just lucked out, bro. I think just being someone who's a fish out of water. I grew up as a blue collared work. I grew up working in a warehouse.
Yeah.
9 to
Yeah,
5.
we can relate to that. We can
You know
relate
what
to
I mean?
that.
warehouse too, yeah.
I had all my Filipino niggas, you know what I'm saying? We was in the warehouse putting boxes on pallets.
Yeah.
And it was pretty straightforward. And I just I ended up in this reality world, and then shit just popped off. And my big break was really just the
Poppy's
drama
video.
that's surrounded by it.
This video.
Poppy
No,
Studio.
video.
No, but honestly, but look at you now. You know, you're this fucking guy that wears the same True Religion jeans for days on end. You know, it's just so admirable. Man, fuck. Maybe I am an op, dude. My bad. Shit, dude.
That's so honorable.
So honorable.
I thought he was gonna say some real shit right
No,
now.
I didn't say
I
that.
thought he was gonna gas me up or pick me up or give me some
No.
sort of
Yeah,
boss.
I gotta wait,
on
hold
that.
up. I gotta tear him down for a second because he's so much taller than me. But I will say this: Dom is the nicest motherfucker in the world, most respectful. People love this guy genuinely in the real world. I get maybe online because they have to give you a bad edit or you know, I feel like
Everybody
Netflix
has to
and all
have
this
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
People don't know who you really are. The reason why all these guys, and I truly believe these guys are all amazing guys, genuine guys that I love to hang out with, you know? And the reason why they love you is because you're the same way.
That's
No,
pretty good.
I was gonna say though, Dom,
That's all.
genuinely,
That's
bro,
what's up.
we didn't
good
you don't
save.
even know anything about us. I feel like we didn't know anything about a lot of people on the trip too, and it was just so natural, bro.
It was
just
so organic, bro.
it was bro, we're having drinks together, we're on the beach together, and it was this motherfucker could genuinely be a part of the friend group. You know what I mean? Could be a part of the podcast, everything. It was
And that says
everything
a lot.
clicked. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah, we
It's-
hit it off immediately,
Bro, it's we've said it before in the past podcast that we did with one of our good friends, Romeo.
Yeah.
But David, you, Julian, Logan, there's very few people that we meet where it's damn, I get that this is a whole reality thing. This is a whole we're in front of the cameras, but it's I love it when I can genuinely meet some people where I would genuinely go and get a beer with you outside of everything, and we can just catch the fuck up, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. I
And
love
shout
it.
out Owen too, because that was the starting point. You came up to me and you're like, yo, I think you know my homie
Yeah.
Owen, and I'm like, You know Owen?
Yeah.
That's my dog for real,
Yeah.
bro. We was in the trenches in Chicago,
No,
bro.
for real.
But
yeah, really.
Wait, how the
though.
fuck do you guys know each other? Wait, well, hold up.
Let me tell you. So we were at this music festival in Chicago, and we had this fucking party bus.
yeah, bro,
Like,
it was nuts, bro.
It was this
And,
nutty
like-
ass school bus.
And like, again, no offense, bro. I legit. Let me cook. This is a compliment. This is a compliment.
I just hope he goes really mean right now.
No. Let me cook. We go. I'm at this point. It was like just after like my first show popped off,
Yeah.
and like I was like I don't really go to festivals. I was like, all right, I'll go to this festival, or whatever. Like we know Jocelyn. Like Jocelyn's super cool. I was like, all right, trust Jocelyn. I'm going on this trip. So we go on this trip. What was the festival?
Summer Smash.
Summer Smash, right?
Yeah.
We go to Summer Smash. It was like with Future Studios. We're on this party bus, just breaking down on the fucking highway type shit.
Yeah, it broke down. It
It
broke down on the highway.
I meet Homeboy, right? I shit you not. The whole time we're there, I'm thinking Homeboy has like 3 million followers. The way this guy's maneuvering through
But
the
like
festival,
Wait, but what do you
3,000.
mean by that? Like, how is he maneuvering?
Like confidence.
just like I don't know, just something about him. I was like, yo, who is this Owen nigga? Like, because we're genuinely kicking it, we're hitting it off, and I'm like, bro, this
Yeah.
guy's cool as fuck, bro. And he's on this trip, and like the same people that are on this trip, it was like me, Aaliyah's interlude was on the trip too.
Aaliyah's interlude was on there.
She was there.
Verena, that's where I met Verena.
Yeah, Verena was on that trip too.
Bryce and Noir.
Yeah, Chase was on that trip.
Chase Keith, yeah.
Chase Keith, like bunch of people were on this fucking trip and shit. So I'm thinking like obviously if Owen's there, like Owen's fucking popping. I'm like, yo, this guy's gotta be the most popping out of everybody.
I was a
Like,
guest, bro. I was.
He's a plus one.
I was a plus one.
But I was like, bro, at every moment I see Owen, I'm like, yo, you trying to get in the mosh, bro? Like he was like, yo, you trying to get in the mosh with me? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
that's
trying to
sick,
go.
bro. That's fun.
I'm trying to go
The whole
everywhere
time
with this
Dom's
dude.
trying to get a fucking post from Owen. Little does he know he's gonna get maybe 2 clicks from it.
But I think that was the thing. I was like, bro, his aura and just like his confidence and just like the way he holds himself was just like, bro, this is like the realest fucking dude, bro. Like he's just so fucking real. And like out of everyone I kicked it there, I fuck with Owen like the hardest. So when you came to me, you're like, yo, you know our boy Owen. I only know one Owen, by the way. You.
Hell
So when you
yeah.
were like, oh, you know Owen,
That's a good one to know.
I'm like, oh, y'all know Owen?
No, Jaylee, I remember this
Yo,
too.
yeah,
I remember
wait,
this
that's
too.
the only. You don't know Owen.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I remember this
It
too.
was like a nice little entry point. But yeah, for real, like from that moment on, it was like we were like glued at the hip, bro.
Fuck
I
yeah,
was like,
bro.
yo, where's Nick at?
Fuck
Where's
yeah,
Sean at, bro? Where
Owen,
my
when I
dogs
first
at,
met,
bro?
dude, when I first met Owen, he gave me the aura that he's actually on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this guy's what he's one of. He's like, no, I just get on when they ask me.
To this day, I don't even know who you were a guest of, bro. I'm just like, hey, Owen's my slime, bro. Owen is him, bro.
We like to
Wherever
keep those things
Owen
up.
is at, I'm trying to be at, bro.
He just a chill guy. I mean, you might not just be just a
Yeah,
chill
I
guy,
just be
but
floating around. I'm
You
here.
floating around.
I'm not
Because
the
people
nomad
fuck
there.
with you.
Yeah.
People fuck with you. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. And
for
I'd be
real,
like,
though.
I'd be looking like a real fan online type. So he was on live with his girl, and I remember I typed, I was like, yo, the GOAT. And he didn't see it. And I remember, like, I was gonna type it again. I'm like, I'm not typing that shit.
Dude, I hate doing that shit.
Because
I
the
do that
motherfuckers
shit.
gonna read me like, yo, Dom typing twice. Like,
the
Dom a
best part
fan
about
for
it,
real.
he
Dom
fiending.
Dom
He's
fiending.
not.
Dom
He's
fiending for
He knows
Owen.
how to give that aura, bro.
That boy saw it.
I'm like, this is, and it's same shit, bro. I remember I commented on your shit one time. You did some shit. I was like, yo, why Nick kinda. And Nick didn't
read it.
Nick didn't
Nothing.
fucking respond to the comment for like a few hours. I'm like,
A few hours.
it's like a mini
I was like, I gotta
heartbreak.
delete this shit, bro.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
I
need
gotta
it.
delete this shit.
Heartbreak.
No,
You
no, no.
codependent, huh?
What?
You codependent?
Nah, nigga, I just don't want to. I just don't want to be in the
So
comment
funny,
section looking like a fan, bro. Like I'm like,
That's real though.
That motherfucker got separation issues. This guy
I
got
just
Separation
don't look like
anxiety.
a fan, bro. Because you know a motherfucker got the check
Dom.
mark and shit in your comment section with a check mark. Motherfuckers be like, oh, Dom a fan out here. Dom don't even
Dom,
know
you-
Nick like that for real. We
Dom,
thought Dom
you-
knew Nick for real.
But Dom, that's why I love you though, because you are a fan. Even though you, no, but seriously, but like in the most respectful way, like even when I told you I was like, oh, Nick and Sean, he's like, you knew who they were. They're like, oh, dude, they're funny, like, versus like, oh yeah, I've seen those guys.
Shit.
You know, you're like, dude, oh, those guys look fun. I know, I've seen their shit. Like, I love that. Like you didn't have to try to like
Honestly-
act cool about it. Like, yeah, I've never seen these guys before. They might be cool. Like you're like, oh, dude, I've seen their shit. They're
I
funny.
fuck with that. I don't like people that
But-
are like, oh yeah, like whatever.
But I'm a big fan of like I'm not a big fan, but I'm a big. I stand.
He's not a big fan. He's not a big fan.
Big dick
No,
rider.
I mean, I like to ride the cock like no other. But
not blowing out the
clip that.
nose.
I wanna
But
see
no,
an
but
edit.
for real, whenever I see some shit that I find genuinely like, I'm like, yo, this is funny, this is good shit. I like to tell them because I feel like there's so many people in this industry that will act like they've never seen you before.
bro.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
or
that's
they'll like
crazy.
they'll like throw you under the rug, or they act like you're beneath, and it's like it's like whenever like David like brings me an opportunity and tells me about some people, I'm like, yo, those people are fucking dope, bro. They're
Fuck
like,
yeah, bro.
and if I get the opportunity to see somebody, I'm gonna give them their fucking flowers.
Bro,
you know what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah.
that's what I'm
sure.
saying, bro. That's why it always comes around to like the same thing that I was talking about earlier. Is like there are very few people in this space where it'll be like meeting somebody, whatever the fuck, and it's like, yo, you're funny as fuck. Hey, that's sick as fuck. Let's hang out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And a lot of people don't want to do that, and it
They
sucks.
don't.
It genuinely does suck, bro.
And like I mean this from like the bottom of my heart. I hate podcasts, bro. But like coming from a reality
Oh, you
standpoint,
do
like,
specifically?
but
your
like coming
podcast.
from like a reality
Boring,
place,
bro.
like when somebody goes on a when I hear someone's on a podcast that I know, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. I gotta listen. I gotta like,
yeah.
what are they
See-
gonna say about me?
Yeah,
What are
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Like it's. I always assume like podcasts are based out of like clip farming and fucking like gossiping and talking
Yeah.
shit. And when I met y'all, I'm like, oh, y'all are like genuine fucking dudes. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
just
And then-
yap, huh?
and then you know what I mean. Then I meet y'all, and then I go back home, and then I'm like, all right, let me tap into Suburb Talks, and I listen to episodes. I'm like, oh, I fuck with these dudes for real.
That's what's up.
But see, Dom, though, I mean, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but even last night you were talking about how you had somebody that would get on fucking video and all they did was talk shit about reality, like TV
Yeah.
show people, no?
Yeah, I think that's like my thing, bro. It's like when I think a lot of the podcast space is like people just like they gossip and they gossip
Yeah.
and they gossip, and it's so refreshing to me. Like when I was listening to your podcast, I'm like, bro, these are just some homies just like talking about some
Just talking
bullshit,
shit.
bro.
Fuck
And
yeah.
it's
Literally.
like, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is fun to listen to. And I was like, bro, and I fuck with y'all. So it's
Fuck
like,
yeah.
when you ask me, you're like, yo, are you staying till whatever? Like, you should come on the pod. I'm like, 100%, bro. Like, I shit you not. I don't think I've done a podcast in like a year or two. And that's not like, I'm not trying to flex, like, whatever. But I'm like, I fuck with y'all so
Yo, but like
hard.
real quick,
bro.
like flex.
What? All
Real
right,
quick.
It's for the edits. It's for the edits.
Hey,
No,
you
but
know
you know
what?
what?
Nah, fuck you.
I will say this.
Hey, I'll cheers to that. Hey, I'll cheers to that.
Wait, before we cheers.
This guy's
This
glass
guy
of
cheers.
water.
This guy's a problem.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
bro,
you got a
sick.
glass of water.
That
Oh,
is
you know,
water,
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. Here.
I will say this, Dom. Like one of the reasons why I love. Wait,
Oh yeah, that one.
Sean, I need you to sit down for this.
David,
One
let me hear
one of the reasons why I love Suburb Talks is because they're just guys hanging out, and like you said, they're just people
And girls.
being themselves.
And girls.
And
Yeah,
girls.
yeah,
we got the
And
homegirls
girls.
too.
Hey,
We got
shout out
a
I
homegirls
Cynthia.
too.
didn't, I
Shout
didn't
Cynthia.
forget
Shout
Madu
them
and
out.
Cynthia. And
Madia and
they
Cynthia.
they don't give a shit about clip farming.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a damn, dude.
Bro, and like that's the
they're
other
all
thing too is
about-
like,
for the
again,
clip, dude. For the clip.
I've never been in a situation where like my little cousins pulled up on me, bro, and they were like, and it was like, listen,
Yeah, put the drink down.
Yeah,
That's some real shit right there.
it was in a position where you should not be thirsting over somebody, bro. Like my grandma, we're visiting my grandma in a hospital, like hospital bed. I've been there for 4 hours. My cousins pull up or whatever like that. My cousin works at McDonald's. We're all there talking over there. She's got to leave just now. She goes,
Yeah.
she pulls up. She goes, so you were in Cancun with Nick and Sean?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
way.
and I'm like, yeah, you seen the real, like, yeah, you seen the TikTok. Like,
Damn.
and she's like, so like, are they cool? Like, are you guys friends, or was that just like a one? And I'm like, I think we're cool. I think, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be texting Nick and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think
That's
we-
when he commented on your TikTok. And he's
Yeah.
like,
He's always
Yeah,
He's always responding.
because like a lot of times it's like you don't even know, bro. You're like, you don't even know. And then my little cousin's like, I was like, damn, like they didn't even hit me. They don't like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't watch my shows and shit, bro. Because we did Family Feud, bro.
Hello, everybody. Go ahead, bro. Take a seat. But you were saying Family Feud.
But like me and my family did fucking Family Feud, right? And like the whole time the host is going down my family, like asking my mom, they're asking my uncle, they're like, yo, did you watch Dom's show? And they're like, no.
Oh, I saw a clip, bro.
Yeah.
I saw a clip. Yeah,
All
yeah.
of them are like, no, we didn't watch the show.
And it's because it's not because they didn't want to watch it.
He's gonna take my
You're
mic.
gonna go on that
Because
camera?
Netflix is
You're gonna go on that
expensive
camera?
in
No,
Canada.
this camera? Yeah, and I'll be on this camera. Go ahead, Dom. Go ahead, Dom.
But I was like, they didn't watch my show, but my cousins were real quick to tell me all about Suburb Talks, bro. They were like, oh, you met Nick and Sean? You met, oh my God.
That's so funny, bro.
that's
'cause
so
we fell
sick.
off
That's sick
hard.
though. Yeah.
See, immediately as you guys came back, they were like, "Yo, Dom's our fucking homie." They're like,
Yeah.
dude, this is
Honestly,
fucking
first
sick.
time I met this guy, I walked straight by him, and I was like talking. I was like meeting all the people from Canada. I was like, "Oh, good to see you." You know, Sahar. I was like, "Oh, good to see you." Blah blah. And I see him. I'm like, "Yo, I'm Sean." And he's like, you know, like D-Bass boys, like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not talking to that fucking guy. I am not going near that
No,
guy."
but
This
it was
whole
like
damn
opposite,
trip.
because when I met Sean, I was like, why is this guy so smooth, bro? I'm like, why is
He's
Sean
so nonchalant.
why is Sean so
nonchalant.
nonchalant and smooth, bro? Every time I see him with someone, I'm like, I shouldn't
You
interrupt
see the
that.
way he took that shot?
Dude is mad. Dude is just mad cool, bro.
That was a mad. You see that? You see the way he
But
just took that shot?
yeah, bro.
He-
But then
he-
but
he
then
said
last
that,
night. But then last time I'm talking to Sean, Sean's like, nah, bro, last year I was fucking chopped. I'm like, all right, so you recently found out that you were attractive.
Yeah.
This must be a recent thing.
It's a very recent thing.
Now you
Because
can
he
feel it.
became
You
a
just shake your head
beautiful
no,
man.
like you've always
it,
you can
bro.
feel it.
Wait, do you just shake your head no as in you've always known you were
Why do you like
sexy as
that,
hell?
bro? You're like, why are you doing that? You know what? Hey, enough about Sean.
No, because you know what you is? You is like, bro, you're like fucking hack Jarlo, bro.
Hey, no, that's real
Like,
shit.
You're
Yeah,
like
like
99 cent, like
Yeah.
90, not like 98 cent store.
Like if
Jack
I'm,
Harlow,
like, if
you know
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying?
if I'm like Michael B minus Jordan, you're like hack
Jarlo.
Jarlo.
You're hack Jarlo.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Hey,
I'll go
spit
crazy.
that
Hey,
shit.
But like, bro is just too smooth at times and shit. Like, bro just be walking. I'm like, why is he floating? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
That's that suave right there.
Yeah,
That's
I've
seen it.
suave.
I've seen
And
it.
I knew, bro, because we were talking last night, and there was a certain. I'm sorry, I'm like delaying the shot.
Nah,
but there was a
dude.
time
Thank
last
God.
night where you were like speaking Spanish. You're like, oh, I can't counter. I'm like, he's not full white. I'm like, this man is not full mayonnaise. This man has some chipotle in him.
No, but that's what. No, but
Man is
that's
a dash of chipotle in this man.
no, but
This man
doesn't
is not white.
dude? Doesn't he almost look like light skin?
Bro, if you told no, because if you told me you were half black, I would believe you.
Right? Like
No,
If you
I-
told me you were half black, I would dead ass believe you.
that's
bro.
why I thought these guys hung out with them.
Yeah.
Dude,
You know?
David. There's no fucking.
No, because he's so cool.
He's so cool.
I've never met
cheers to
a
Sean. Cheers to Sean.
If you guys are not good friends like them, God, you guys, they shit on me every day.
Fucking God, bro.
I'm not
It's all
talking
front.
until Dom takes another shot.
All right, bro. I'm taking over this podcast. I need to know something. I need to know some things. I've never met y'all two. What
Dom.
do you do, bro?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to take a quick second and shout out our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you guys this podcast for free on so many different platforms. Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring this podcast.
When I downloaded Rocket Money, there were multiple subscriptions that I was not aware about. Rocket Money found it, showed me how much money I'd been spending, and I immediately canceled them.
The start of the new year is the perfect time to get organized. Set goals and prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions right in one place and help me easily cancel ones that I have forgot that I had been paying for. Rocket Money also pulls all of my spending across all of my different accounts so that I can clearly track my spending habits and see where I can cut back.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features.
Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/suburb today.
That's rocketmoney.com/suburb.
rocketmoney.com/suburb.
Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring this podcast. Other than that, guys, please enjoy the rest of this episode.
What's your deal, bro? Why is your facial hair lined up so immaculately, bro?
I practice,
bro,
I
it's
practice.
like in the middle. It's like
Perfect.
yeah. Why is it parted so perfectly, bro? Who's your barber?
It took years to master this by myself.
Eyebrows are manicured. Like,
Yeah, you
what's
gotta
going
keep it
on?
up, bro.
Yeah, what's
Hey,
happening, bro?
You know what? It's because I feel the need that I need to look good. Like I like to keep myself nice and pampered up. You
Where
feel
are you
me?
from? What's your background?
I'm
What's
from
going on?
Fullerton. I'm from right here.
You're from here?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
looks
your
like your
background, your ethnicity.
bro.
I actually just took a DNA test. I just came back the other day.
What is it?
So I am mostly Spanish,
Yeah.
and then I am Native American, Mexico, so like Native Mexican, and Ashkenazi Jewish, so Eastern European, like my buddy Alex over there, and then most of it's come from like Europe, like Spanish area, Portuguese, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So you speak Spanish,
I don't. I'm really whitewashed. My dad speaks Spanish, but he never taught me.
and what's your mom?
She is Native and Mexican. My dad is Mexican and Eastern European.
And like, what's your niche? What's your interest? What's your hobbies?
My interest? I really like music a lot. I don't know how to play any instruments, saying that, but like music got me a lot through life.
Favorite artist?
I have 3.
Give me him.
J. Cole, Mac Miller, Frank Ocean.
I fuck with that.
All right,
That's
thank
hot.
you.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's hot. That's
Yeah.
hot. All right,
That's why you see the edits, Dom.
Sage,
Yeah,
talk
that's
to
hot.
me. What's your deal, bro? What's your deal, bro?
What's my deal?
Talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
I
What's your
speak-
background?
I
What's your
speak mad
ethnicity?
cool,
What's
dude.
going on with the bling, bro? Why are you so shiny, bro?
Shit
What's
just,
going on,
honestly,
bro?
It just comes to me like that, you know what I mean?
This boy open as fuck.
Nah, but like honestly, I'm just like a chill guy. You know, I'm not-
No, fuck all that. Give me the outfit of the day, bro. Give me the.
You just said I'm just a chill guy, like the meme.
I'm just no. Oh no. Okay, see, I'm not doing that. But I'm just like a chill guy. I don't really do too much.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I do a lot.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. That's why I'm
I
like,
do a
what
lot,
do you
but
do?
you
Like,
know
what's the fit looking like? Like, where are these boots from? Where are the jeans from?
Ain't shit.
Where the hoodie?
Hey, yo,
Oh,
How much for the shoes? How much for the
My
shoes?
fault,
chill guy.
gang.
He's
My
the
fault,
chill
I'm
gang.
just saying, like
Bro,
these
my
are like
fault.
$25. You know
How
what
much
I
for the
mean?
pants? How much for the pants?
$5. You
How
know
much
what
for
I
the
mean?
jacket? How much for the jacket?
$25.
How much for the chains? How much for the chains?
$30.
Yeah, no, there's infidels, dude. There's
I lied about
infidels.
everything. Dude, no. But the thing is, like, I'm just like, I'm here.
Dom, the best way I can describe this guy is he loves life and he just cruises his way through it. Literally.
That's it?
Yeah.
Sage is a
I'm
hard ass
I'm moving-
name though.
I appreciate
It is,
that.
it is.
Sage is a hard
You know
ass
what? You know
name.
what's crazy? I'm named after a guy that partied fucking hard with my parents,
Yeah.
and I'm the exact same way.
Wait, no way. So like your actual
Yeah, actually.
your
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
first name is Sage.
Sage.
Like on your birth
Yeah.
certificate it says Sage.
Yeah, Sage. Yeah,
That's hard.
appreciate that.
That's
Hey,
hard, bro.
hey, wait, you got a question for him?
I do.
Is he?
Oh, are you Dominican Papi?
Yeah. How'd you know? How'd you know?
Are you actually?
I can feel it.
My
I
mom,
can feel
my,
Dominican Papi.
my mom is so I'm a mutt. I'm a mutt.
Okay,
I've never
okay.
talked about this, but like I'm a fucking mutt, bro. My mom is half Trini,
Oh
half
shit!
Trinidad, half Dominican,
Oh shit!
and my dad is Italian, specifically Sicilian.
Hey, I'm Sicilian.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go. That's why I'm
My
talking
dad's
to you.
Sicilian and Samoan.
Oh shit! Damn, you're hella
Damn,
mixed.
that's why,
Yeah.
that's why this boy's built
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You got a good
Yeah,
stature,
yeah.
dude.
That's why my legs is so fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Disproportionate.
If
to
I
the
ran at
torso
you at
type
100
shit.
miles an hour,
That's
I
why
would
I'm
break
built
it
like
out.
a fucking centaur, bro.
Insane.
Sometimes I be naked after a shower in front of the mirror. I'm like, I should have been a centaur. Like,
This
Yeah.
motherfucker, bro.
Wait, that's what you
motherfucker.
that's what you think after you look at yourself naked?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
I'm like, I should've been a
damn, I should
centaur.
probably go to the
I've
gym
never had
after
that
I
thought
get
when I look at myself naked.
I look at myself in the mirror.
Unfair.
I'm like, maybe I should throw another 10 on there. You know what I mean?
No, it's actually
Guys,
funny
hold
as
on.
fuck.
A new guest has joined us.
Yes.
Now we have
Wait,
yet
wait.
to introduce.
Girl, I need a shot before. I just had a 2-hour drive.
Oh shit!
Same
Did
with
you take a
fucking
shot
Dom,
yet?
bro.
those 2-hour
Dude,
drives,
hurry
bro.
up.
Those 2-hour drives.
Yeah, first shot. You're from Canada. How long was it?
40-hour drive.
Vamos, pa' centro y pa' dentro.
Carajo.
I'm not taking another word until these two take another shot, dude.
Dom, wait,
Get
I
back
got a
into
question
it?
for you, bro.
What's up?
How real is reality TV? Be honest.
Great question.
That's a good question, actually. I will say, like, it's real. It's just it's heavily edited, bro. Like, there's a lot of
You
editing
got
that
this
goes
full
on.
combo that's happening. You got this whole thing happening, but they're chopping it up.
Did you
Yeah.
feel like the villain when you were on it? Because, like, that's what everyone portrayed you as, right?
Like I knew that was coming because like the first time I did reality TV, they put me on this pedestal of being like this perfect guy,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
and I
they
knew
did.
the second time I went on, like there's only one way it goes. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that
For the
like,
perfect guy, there's only one way for it to go.
Exactly. It's like that
It's only
Batman quote.
downhill.
It's like you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I just knew if I went back, I was gonna get that kind of like edit. But I think it's like, bro, like you have to realize the producers of these shows have been doing this for so long. Bro.
They know what they're doing.
They know they interview and they audition hundreds of thousands of people, and they know they're like, if I put this personality next to this personality, it's gonna eventually at some point it's gonna erupt.
Bro, that's so
Damn.
like,
Dom, did you send the video?
I'm a very non-confrontational person,
Yeah.
right? I'm a very much like I'll sit back, I'll let shit happen, like I don't have anything.
Yeah.
But if you put me in a room with 4 other confrontational persons,
oh yeah, you gonna step up.
Something's gonna I'm gonna erupt.
You gonna
know
step
what
up.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like they know that they're like, put Dom in that room, put him next to these 4 people.
Let him
and
slip up.
eventually they're gonna fucking push
He's a
him to the
crash
point
out.
where
Damn.
he's like, shut the fuck up.
Dom, do you remember? Did you have to submit like a tape to audition?
Yeah, because he
I
never got
didn't-
accepted. He never got
I-
accepted.
I didn't have to set
You don't have to
tape.
fucking point at him like this motherfucker.
So
Did you see that?
That's pretty hard.
He's
No,
not
I'm
wrong.
just saying. I'm just saying.
You know that he auditioned, right?
He auditioned. Yeah.
Okay, like, do I need to explain why I auditioned?
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought my girl was auditioning to Love Island, so I auditioned to Love Island.
Some real toxic shit right
It's
there.
a revenge thing.
revenge
Yeah,
getting on the
exactly.
front. Okay.
Yeah,
And when you guys both got rejected, were you guys? That's when you guys fell in love.
I forgot about it. As soon as I recorded it, that was back mirror. Maybe I got an email, maybe I didn't.
You got accepted and she didn't.
That would have been that.
You would have gotten your fucking
Worst
killed.
case scenario. That's the worst case scenario.
He just roommates with Dom and he's like, bro, this shit's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, dude.
No, but wait. So did you have to do an audition tape or anything like that, or
Nah, because what happened was
you just that
pretty.
sexy?
You too pretty.
No.
Fuck.
There was my homegirl. She was auditioning for Big Brother Canada,
Got it.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'll drive you to audition. I drove her to auditions, and she was super nervous. She was like, so I was like, yo, I'll wait in line with you until you have to audition, right? So I'm waiting in line with her. We get to the front, and then they're like, they look at me and they're like, are you auditioning? I'm like, nah. They're like, just come. Like, can we just talk to you? And I'm like,
They would never do that to me.
They
bro.
were like, dude, he's too
Never.
sexy.
Yeah.
He's way too sexy. We gotta
They'd
get him.
be like, yo, can you
More
actually?
jokes.
If it was me,
They
they'd be
looked
like,
at
yo,
Dom
can you
and were
actually
like,
fucking
everyone
out?
else can leave. We need
but like,
this guy.
I was like, yo, Jay, on some real shit, I had a great fucking job, bro. Like, I was working in a warehouse. I had benefits, bro. I had fucking dental care benefits like no other.
You had
bro.
dental?
Yeah.
I had dental. I had any
What the fuck
benefit
kind of
you could
warehouse
think
were
of.
you in?
Motherfucker, what warehouse was that?
I worked in a fucking, I was part of a fucking
Burlington?
union.
Wait,
I was
But,
part of a
but don't
union.
you? But
Okay.
Dom, you live in
Union
Canada.
warehouse?
Don't you get that shit free anyways?
No, you get healthcare for free.
Oh,
Isn't
not
dental part of
Not dental,
healthcare?
though. Not dental.
Oh,
no,
shit.
It's not. So it's like I could get my teeth whitened for free type shit. Like I was like, I had a good. If I had kept at that job until now, I would have been. I could have been married, have kids. Like I would be set. You know
Why
what
the
I mean?
fuck you quit?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, because I was like, it was like what happened was so like I did the Big Brother audition or whatever. Right? I did that, and they wanted me, and I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna pass on it. Like I don't want to do this. Like I was like, me taking 4 weeks off of my job, I would lose money if I don't
Yeah.
win. You know what I mean? And like, how are you supposed to go to your job and be like, yeah, let me take 4 weeks off
Can't.
to go film Big Brother? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no,
They're not
you
gonna
can't.
do that shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'll pass on that. So fast forward like a year and a half later, I guess I left such an impression on the cast members that I had that he got promoted from Canada to international to like cast for The Mole on Netflix.
Oh shit.
So he reaches back out to me. He's like, "Yo, I'm working with Netflix now. I'm auditioning for The Mole. Like, I really think you'd be a great fit." And this is like during COVID and shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck it, it's COVID. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nothing's
yeah,
really
yeah.
going on. Like, I get to go to Australia for a few weeks. Like, fuck yeah, I'll
That's
fucking do
fire.
it."
So that was your first show.
So that was it. So I did The Mole, and then
No, I never watched the mole. It's
Mole
like,
is sick.
did
Yeah.
everyone like have to have a mole? Like, did you? What's the show about? Because he'd be good on it.
That was fucked up. That was pretty fucked up, man.
that's crazy. That's fucked up. That's crazy. That's fucked up.
I have
That's
a
crazy.
mole.
When
But
there's,
yeah, I just kind of fucking fumbled my way into this shit, bro. Like
That's
I
sick
swear to
though,
God,
bro.
I just
That's
fumbled
sick
my way
though, bro.
into this shit. So I never had to make a tape. I never had to do anything like that. They were just like, I like if you. I tell people all the time, if you watch the first season of Perfect Match, I'm always trying to leave.
I was
Like
gonna
there's
say.
multiple times where you see me being like the first night I was like, yeah, I'm not going with anyone. No one knows who I am. I start packing in my bags, and then the girl's like, do you want to match with me? I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
And then she fucking.
That's a fucking move, though.
No, but like,
That's like, no
low-key-
one knows me. I'm fucking. And it was like,
I see where you're coming from.
Stop
I
it.
see that, but genuinely, I was like, do I get paid this amount no matter how long I'm there? And they're like, yes. I'm like, bet. So if I leave first night and I go home, I get paid that amount. They're like, yeah. I'm like,
That's
all right.
Just trying to get the bread and then leave.
I'm like, I bet. So when I'm like, the last night is coming down, and I'm like, hey, y'all got this one? I'm finna go back home.
Yeah.
And then it's like I end up staying, and then it's like when she, and then with the first girl, again, it was like episode 4, episode 5.
Yeah.
I'm packing up my shit. It was like, Dom, stay, come on, you'll never live down this opportunity. I'm like, I'm trying to go. I got a union job. I could probably still get it back at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying
I
to go
have
back.
dental, dude.
I got dental.
Do you not understand
Listen,
what I have?
no, listen. Dental benefits is crucial.
Four wisdom teeth removed, dog. 4 of them for free.
I didn't get that.
Dental
But
shit is crazy. Dental shit is expensive as fuck.
my shit hurt.
But yeah, I never had to do any of that shit. Long story
Gosh,
short.
damn.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Dude,
damn.
I was staying with him when we were in Cancun. The first night, I'm like, okay, I had just watched season 2 of Perfect Match. I had just watched it. And I'm like, do I act like I haven't seen it or what? Because me and my girl, every single night, what the fuck did Harry Jowsey do on that shit? No, we finished watching it, right? And then I'm like, oh, Dom, let's film this video where it's like, oh, like I'm watching it, and then he catches me watching it. And I was like, Dom, have you ever seen this shit? He goes, I don't talk about it. And I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck did they do to you over there? Because he's like, I don't watch it. It's my past life. I'm like, what the fuck did they do to you?
Don't read that card.
I don't watch the shows.
I don't blame you.
I just
You
don't
don't watch
watch them.
any shows
I
back.
don't watch them because I'm like, first of all, it's like weird to watch yourself doing shit. You know what I mean?
It's like
I
the
see
same
that, I
thing.
see
Like,
that,
do
I
you
see
guys
that.
watch your guys' podcasts?
I watched our podcast.
See, not
Well,
anymore.
you
I
say-
used to back then, but I don't anymore. Yeah.
I think like in the beginning you do a little bit just because you want to see Loki. Sometimes I forget some of the shit I say.
that
I'm
is
like,
true.
It's pretty
yeah,
bad.
that
But
is-
other than that, yeah. Who gives a fuck? It's a podcast.
Should I
So,
beat
or
it to my
actually-
skits? I beat it off to my skits.
Should I beat it to his
That's
skits,
what I'm
dude?
saying.
That's how funny this
I watch
motherfucker
Poppy's videos and I get a boner.
is. Dude, I come so hard.
Okay, you know, I'm not
Scoot over a
liking
little
this
bit.
bit anymore.
Sometimes when my girl's like, "Hey, can you come already?" I was like, "Hold up, let
I
me
didn't want
think
to hear the
of
rest of
Christian's
this.
skit real quick."
I didn't want to hear the rest of it.
What's up? What's going
I
on?
love you, bro. But I honestly, like, in the corner sometimes you're hiding and I just hear him, like, muffle something that we're talking about. Like, yeah, I fucking love that. Like, him in the corner, I just forget he's there. I love
Yeah,
you,
I fucking
man.
love it, dude.
Is this not Austin, bro? Oh, my God.
Dude, I gotta meet this
Wait,
guy.
Nick,
carry it on.
wait,
Carry it
Nick, wait, where'd that belt come from?
I've been had this belt.
Got the big BB.
Yeah, is that BB Simon?
I got the BB.
Yo, how much is that?
Bro just suddenly throughout the podcast, shirt to shirt, lifting up and
See Amazon right here?
that's the Amazon?
Fuck yeah, it's Amazon.
That's my dog, bro. That's my dog, bro. He know what's up.
Damn.
I know that's a BB Simon. That
You hear
shit's
that?
shining. I was like, what's blinding me from the light? Why is that? I was like, all right, money bags, all right, bro.
Bro, you gotta show something.
Downstairs, I'm like, yo, let me split the check. Nick's like, nah, I got it. And I was like, so what the fuck are you doing, bro?
First off, the split downstairs was just for the tip.
No, it was just for the what?
Just for the tip, right? Like, I don't know what you were thinking, but he didn't pay for anything. He was just paying for the tip. And I think this motherfucker gave her $20 on a $600 tip.
No, I did not give it $20. I did not give it $20. I gave her more $20. Ask the next fucking question. Ask the next fucking question.
Dom.
All right, what's up?
I want to ask you, how
Yeah.
real is the fucking dating shows, and how much do they cut up of you like talking to women, having a good time? You know what I mean? How much are they cutting up of all that? And also, I want to ask this personal question:
Go ahead.
is
Ask
there
whatever you want.
alcohol drinks involved?
Yeah, they like. I know on like certain shows like Love Island and shit. I know they like. I think they get like 1 or 2 drinks a night. I think they don't really get fucked up. But I know on my dating shows that I've been on, it was like we would.
See, I was gonna say the one
That
that you
open
were on, it
bar?
looked like you guys were drinking.
Bro, I don't think there was a moment
Wait.
on my show like I was like not fucked up.
Why
Yeah.
did you say that?
Cause they were just like getting bottles, fucking drink, and then people looked fucked up.
Oh.
Like that one. Actually, probably shouldn't say that. But it's like,
No, go ahead, fuck it.
That white boy with long hair now.
Oh.
like, he went all crazy, right?
Yeah.
See, like the one then, I was like, damn, these people are getting fucked up on the show. They're getting recorded 24/7. It's like they're cutting up everything just to make them look like kind of bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
couldn't imagine doing that shit sober though. Like,
That's the thing. I think it's like
Kind of what you guys are doing here.
yeah, I can't even do this shit sober. Like, imagine me on
They
reality
take away
TV.
everything from you, bro. It's like you don't have your phone.
Really?
There's no TV. You can't read books and shit. So it's like all you do is like you wake up, eat food, and then you just
can't
wait.
read. You
and-
can't
You
read.
can't read a book.
No, there's no book. You can't have books.
Wow.
Nothing, bro.
No.
First off, you guys can read?
You guys are illiterate.
Holy shit, these guys are
Can
smart.
you imagine being that one motherfucker on Perfect Match reading a book in the corner? So what do you mean? You want to make out or what? Hold on, I'm reading Shakespeare over here, girl. I can't talk right now.
Marcus Aurelius
But
said.
motherfuckers were doing all types of shit just to like pass the time. You
Wait,
know
yeah,
what I
like
mean?
what would you be doing if you're not on camera?
Bro, it's like
Well,
you're on camera
24/7.
immediately,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
You're swimming.
Wait, let me
24/7. Like, so
ask
it's
you.
like
Wait, so you guys are there how long, Dom?
the first show was like 6 to 8 weeks. The first
Okay,
show.
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks, you're on 24/7 camera?
And-
With no
and-
phone.
And,
That's what I'm
and
saying,
Dom,
bro.
this
These
might
dating
seem
shows are
like
Like everywhere, bro. And they have like B-roll cameras like throughout the house. So like I remember there was times like in our room, I would like go on one side of the room and I move on the other side and you see the camera just go.
No fucking way.
It works. It works. It fucking works.
But wait, Dom, so you're there 6 to 8 weeks. So like, does that mean like you didn't jerk off for 6 to 8 weeks?
No, I mean like
Nah,
they don't.
be
I mean
so
like
for real.
Wait,
I mean,
why do you
like,
hesitate?
No, as in like,
Why
no,
not hear a
I did
pause?
jerk off.
No,
or
because,
no,
like-
I didn't.
because they don't have cameras in like the bathroom.
Ah.
So you
So
did.
like you can whatever they get done in the bathroom, you can get. They don't have cameras there.
But let's say you like
I just had to
someone on
know.
the show,
Be
they would
impressive.
show y'all going into the bathroom. Maybe.
Yeah, they would show that
All
shit.
right,
Or
all right.
they
So-
would like, you know what I mean? Because it's like when you sign the contract, and again, this is where my blue collarness came in. Like I read the contract, it's like they can use you in whatever creative way they
That's
choose.
fucking
to.
cool.
That's your
That is
Miranda
insane.
rights right
Bro,
there.
they've
dude.
shown people on dating shows fucking.
I see a new reality show and they're like spilling some. They're like really getting vulnerable. I'm like, oh, okay, this is like day 4. They forgot. Like they're like,
See, I was
You know
gonna
what I
say,
mean? Like-
people fall in love mad quick there. Like, everybody feels like, I feel like it's like almost like a fling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They feel like it's like so fast, and then it all happens, and they just like get super close. Have you ever had like a match like that where you're like you feel love or like anything like that?
bro, like immediately, because it's like it's not a situation where like imagine you go on a date with someone. You go on a date with someone, and then it's like you go on a date. All right, I drop you home. I go home. We sleep. We might talk throughout the week, and then Saturday we'll go on another date.
Yeah.
It's like I go on a date with someone. It's like that night we're sleeping together. We wake up, make breakfast, and I don't have a phone on me. There's no one else I could talk to. I don't have a job to
yeah.
go to.
Hey.
I have no distractions. It's like the first 72 hours is just me and you. So it's
And they
like,
know that.
is
The, like the
crazy.
creators and everything know that. It's like, yeah, that's why we're doing this so that you're completely locked in. Like everything's gonna be love bomb right away.
Of course.
I feel like that's like cruise ship love. Like when you go on a cruise
Yeah.
and there's that one girl, you meet her and then you
Yeah.
spend like the whole day with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, it's,
It's
or
almost
like airport flings. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know when you're in an airport and like time doesn't feel real anymore once you're in the airport.
Yeah.
And you might see a shorty and you're like, this could be the one. It's like,
It's that grocery store love.
you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, when you see a
everything-
girl like in an aisle and you're like, holy shit, she's beautiful. Then you follow her home.
I
See
knew
where
he was
she
going there.
lives.
I knew.
Wait.
And then you like leave a note saying,
What?
hey.
Wait. How come when you say it, it gets weird?
Bro just posted engagement
I
pictures.
was
by the way.
messing with you.
First off, I was talking as if I was Owen.
yes,
Because we
as
all
you
know
should.
he's the weirdo, right, guys?
Guys, I have a
Fucking
girlfriend.
loser.
Devin's weird. Devin's the weirdo.
I'm not
Whoa.
saying another
Whoa.
word until Dom takes another shot.
Fam, put the bottle.
I knew he was gonna say
Put
that.
the bottle in front of me and I'll
I
take
thought
it.
you were gonna say put the bottle in your mouth, and I was like, all right.
Wait,
Oi.
who here is in a relationship? 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
Oh, he's
I'm
not.
fiance, dude.
He's not.
I'm not in a relationship.
Oh.
Me, Devin, and Dom.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just
You're
us
not in a
here?
relationship?
I'm not.
By
Nah.
choice, huh?
By choice?
Too damn.
It took a lot of
sexy,
healing.
bro.
It took a lot of healing though.
Bro, I FaceTimed him. He pans the phone number. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wait, how
and
old
I'm
are you?
straight.
I'm 24.
You're 20. Oh,
Yeah.
Stay
How
single,
old do I
bro.
look?
Stay single, bro. What?
How old do I look?
You look 24.
Okay.
You look 24.
I'll take it. I'll
you
take
look
it.
24. But yeah, stay single, bro. Stay single, bro.
Say single. What?
How old are you?
What? Bro, I'm 30 now, bro. I'm on.
Okay,
bro.
this
guy's
I'm on,
motherfucking
bro.
You're
old.
single?
I'm on, bro. I'm on.
You want me to hook you
If
up?
those dating shows fuck me up, bro. Those dating shows will put a fucking reputation on you, bro.
No,
You know
I
what
fucking
though?
bet. No, I
like
bet.
your reputation. You were known as a sensitive guy. You know what I mean? You actually did a lot for like the sensitive kind of guys out there. People were you were crying on the show. You're being vulnerable. Nobody did that before.
Yeah.
Dom said he hates that.
I do.
Really?
But like
no, but no. On a
But
cool
like-
way,
but like-
it's
no,
like
no.
you opened up.
No,
You know
no,
what
and
I
I
mean?
feel like I think for the fellas, I think it was a moment. You know what I'm saying?
It was
like,
I
a lot,
cried.
yeah, like
I
a lot
cried,
of dudes are like, yo, I feel my dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed off. A lot of dudes feel that shit. But it's like, bro, to this day, I'm like, fam, that was like 3 years ago. A lot of women just won't let that shit go, bro. Like they will not let that. I'm like,
what
Bro,
is it
it's
that they
'cause
won't let go?
I'm sorry, they did you so dirty with the edit. Because what's it called?
What's the
I
edit?
didn't watch season
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I didn't even watch season one. Season two, they're like season two. Dom enters, and the first thing they show is him crying from season one. I'm like, I didn't even know.
No, they did do you dirty.
yeah,
They
but
did do you
That's
dirty.
what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah,
it's like as if like they treat me as if they never seen a dude
All right, I'm
cry
sorry.
before.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Catch me up.
Yeah.
Season 1. What did you do?
So
Not
basically,
No, I don't. I don't
no,
watch dating
but basically
shows.
what happens like I was with this girl, I matched with her, and I had known that like so basically the premise of the show is like there's people in the house, but there's people like outside waiting to enter the house
Yeah.
that might have connections with other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like
This shit was
Oh,
honestly that
shit.
was one of the craziest shows I've ever seen.
What show was it?
yeah.
Perfect
that shit
match?
was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah.
keep in mind, like my shows weren't out yet. I didn't know anybody. Like I wasn't in.
Okay.
I wasn't in the influencer mindset. So
Okay.
like, I entered my first show and I matched with this girl, and everyone's like, "Yo, you know her ex is here. Like her ex is here," and I'm like, all right, bet. Like if her ex is here and. It is what it. Like I'm not gonna he's not gonna enter the villa, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a Spartan match. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I'm not gonna like if she.
But do you ever think like, who the hell would sign up for that? Like knowing your ex is gonna be on there.
Well, there's like I was wasted by the time he entered, but there's like bits if you watch the show where I'm like, him over me. Like I say that, like, I'm like, this nigga, bro. Like, nigga. So yeah, so then her ex came in and she basically like left me for her ex.
You smell fucking good. Holy shit. Were you guys smelling him over there?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Why'd you say it like that?
Dude, he just
Absolutely.
walked in
in on this?
Fuck!
Hey, it's the
He
pants
just
though.
walked it in my fucking
It's the
nose.
pants.
It's the
pants.
It's the pants. Yeah.
It's the pants. I
See,
was
David,
hating
man.
on.
See, David. Now you want these
Fine,
pants.
I'll
It's the
smell
pants I
them.
was hating
I'll
on.
smell them.
Marinating. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, then she left me, and then I cried.
Damn.
It was real.
It was, but like it was like, listen, bro.
Did she leave
You
you
felt
for
a lot
her
of
ex?
emotions real quick.
It's just like the intentions are turned up, and it's like I said to people a lot of times, it's like it's not even the situation as much as it is like having to be that person that like you go to like the room we had to go to and you have to walk back by yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like you walk back and then everyone's like, oh no, you know what I mean?
Damn.
It kind of like
Damn.
you got some tequila in you and you're
Damn.
like,
Yeah, it was like a drunk cry, huh?
yeah, you know what I mean? You're like,
I hate
damn,
that.
You know what I mean?
I hate that drunk cry.
And all the girls are come up to me and they're like, "It's gonna be okay." And
You're
I'm
like, you're making it worse.
"Fuck,
Then
bro."
you're like, you're supposed to have matches after this. Like, what the fuck?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn. And then what got me was like, there was a producer, and I love her. Her name's Miranda. Like, she's amazing. I love her, and she knew that I was like kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
And like, there's certain sentimental shit that will just fucking get me, dog.
Like.
She goes to me and we and like
Digging that
Yeah,
hole.
nah,
What did you
but
feel?
we hug, right? We hug like this way, right? Like I hug like this way on her. And she goes like, no, hug the other way, heart to heart.
Oh.
And I'm like, and we hug that way. And, bro, I just started fucking bawling, bro. Cause like, I don't know what it was about when she said that. Like, she's like, no, we gotta go heart to heart. Like, I feel for you right now.
Did you ever
And it
think
just
she
got
said
me.
that because she might have like had someone and you're like, hey, the camera's not, can you get him to hug the other way?
Nah, you're better than me. I would have called my mom.
I've called my mom a few times.
Wait,
I
yeah,
have
can
cried.
you call anyone?
No.
No?
No.
You have siblings? No, nothing?
contact,
no
no
contact,
books.
no nothing.
Oh,
man.
I
nothing.
forgot you're not allowed
That's
to.
crazy.
No
Holy
contact, no
shit.
nothing. So you just kind of have to just
Dom,
feel it,
how
bro.
often are you thinking like how you're gonna be portrayed and viewed to like the rest of the nation, the rest of the world?
The first season, not at all. I wasn't thinking that. The second season, I was for sure.
Oh, really?
The second season, because of what happened the first season, I was like, okay, there was a lot of like, okay, there's certain things I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna look, and I'm just not gonna say shit. And then I would like not look, and they would take the points of me like just being like not looking and like add it in certain spots.
Wow.
Where I just look like a
They manipulated that
I look
much?
like a
No, bro.
dickhead, bro.
I feel like they do that.
my
like,
God.
I can see, dude, as like someone who edits, I go, I know they filmed that like, or that was from a different point.
Yeah,
you
I
can
was
tell
like, there were
that
certain points where I'm like, they made me look like a dickhead. I didn't even say shit, bro. There's a whole section
Yeah.
where I look like the biggest fucking tool, and I didn't say shit because I was like, if I don't say nothing, they can't use nothing against me. And
Yeah,
they were
exactly.
like, this is perfect.
And they clipped it
Yeah,
in.
see?
They clipped it.
See?
Wow.
And I was like, fuck, they're good,
I know
bro.
they do that
I'm
shit
like,
because
they're good,
like,
bro.
No, they're good, bro. 'Cause
They're good.
you'll be talking about some shit, like the girl will be crying or some shit, and the guy looks at you and she's like,
Yeah.
like some cold face from like another, from, like another scene,
Yeah.
and you're like, I can tell that's not from the same scene.
Yeah,
that you
they
guys
take
are
they take a cut of me being like
yeah,
that,
what?
and I'm like,
the
damn. I just
craziest
want.
music
At that
in the
point, I was
background,
asking
too.
for a water, and I couldn't get it, and I'm like, fuck, I'm thirsty.
Yeah,
And then they cut that in, and I'm like, oh, I look like the biggest fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're good. You're good.
You're good.
And I dealt with the editors. I'm like, yo, editors, like, y'all did that shit for real. That shit was because like my biggest concern going to the second season, and I told Netflix, I was like, I didn't promote the show, I didn't promote it, or anything. I was like, fam, I'm on it for 2 episodes. Like, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Was it only 2 episodes?
I was only on it for like 2 episodes.
But then you came back.
What?
I mean, I don't know. What happens in the show? I have no fucking idea.
Came back. Did you come back?
He comes back for 1 episode on the beach. He's on the pool, and then Harry. Sorry.
Man,
But
I
you don't know
love
though.
I mean, I don't know. My girl made me watch it. I swear.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I be watching.
You watched it on the
that
plane.
shit.
No, when we were in Cancun, I knew something was up because Christian was way too excited for me to cross the room together, bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, I'm like, because I had my own room and shit. And then they were like, yo, we got to give so-and-so your room or whatever like that.
Well,
You and
hold on,
Christian
let
got to
me
stay
tell
together.
you from my perspective.
Okay.
I had to look at you and be like, hey, Dom, I know you got a room by yourself, but we got to put you in a room with Christian. And you're like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
What the
and then
fuck?
Christian, I was like, Christian, I got to put you in a room with Dom. He's like, yes!
Yeah,
Wait,
Christian,
we
Why
can
did he
bring
make
bro,
me
like,
sound?
I'm in the lobby and shit, waiting to get my keys and shit. And Christian called me like, yo, just come into the room, bro. I already got everything sorted out.
Can I
Go
just
for it,
pause?
go for it.
Why the fuck did he make me sound so zesty when I said it? With Dom, it was like, oh yeah. With me, it was like, yes. I cannot wait for you to come in my
First
room.
off, everyone looked at me when I
Bro,
said that.
I'm in the
They're like,
lobby-
yup, that's
I'm
Christian.
in the lobby of my luggage
There's
chilling.
no fucking way.
Christian called me like, bro, just come into the room, bro. 672, bro. Just come into the room, bro.
Let
I'm
me
right
say
here, bro.
something.
I'm
And
right
you know
here, bro.
what's
Why you
crazy?
waiting?
I didn't even know how he had Dom's number. I didn't even know he had. I had no idea.
This is some bullshit, all right? Let me tell you what actually happened.
No, first off, you just said this is some bullshit. I don't make you sound zesty, bro. You or zesty.
All right, can I just say y'all tweaking out right now?
Hey,
Listen.
Christian, you locked in, bro. You locked in, bro.
Listen.
Christian, you locked in, bro.
This is what actually happened, bro. All right?
Check your boy.
Let me tell you something.
I'm good.
This is what actually happened.
Okay.
I had a room with Fabio. Oh my God. Fabio Guerra, right?
Yeah.
The goat.
Listen, bro got deported or something. I don't know what happened. He got caught up in immigration. Something
dead
happened like
ass.
that. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
in Argentina.
Then it got.
Oh, that's when that
He
happened?
couldn't. He was at LAX when we were all like traveling.
You see?
He was like,
No
bro, I
fucking.
can't get
I
back.
heard about that
I
shit
didn't
happening.
even know that he couldn't come at this point, but I had already gone downstairs because someone DM'd me first. Let's not play it. This motherfucker said, he texted.
Pull up the screenshot.
He put in the screenshot right here. He texted me saying, I'm in the lobby. Where are you?
No!
And I said,
With this emoji.
tell you this one.
Wait.
I tell you this one. And
I need the screenshots.
I
need these screenshots.
I'll pull it up right here. Pop it.
No,
Boom.
post screenshots. I said, what up? Because me and Sahara were there. And she said, do you think anyone else here? And I was going through my IG story and I seen you post the view. And I was like, I seen, Christian's already here.
Oh, Chris, you're 30. What are we
So-
talking about?
But wait. But also, you saw his stories.
Exactly,
immediately.
bro.
That means like he's in front of your like just recent.
Nigga,
follow.
we're all on the same trip.
Mind you.
You
Mind you, at this
Wait,
point.
hit him with it.
Mind you, hit him with it.
Mind
We're
you.
all on the same trip.
I was already going. Damn, these jeans are nice. I was already going to the gym.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, come meet me now." I say hi. I say, "What's up?" He's not my roommate yet. I say hi to everybody. I say hi to him. I say hi. Who else was there? Sahara, Tara, Yummy. I say hi to everybody that was there.
Yeah.
Then 20 minutes later, he said, mind you, he also said, "Come up to my room."
Yeah.
Wait, no! Everything. Everything's good. No.
I got flashbacks. I'm like, bro,
No.
What did he get the
accent from? Time out.
Pause. He didn't say come to my room. He said, "Do you want a match?" I said, "Oh." I said, "Damn."
You got some explaining now.
He said, "I'm the perfect match." Huh?
Oh God. You said
I said, "Which mole you want to look at?"
Motherfucker, bro. You're cooked.
Fuck you. No. We were in the lobby. This kid came down and said, "Yo, you trying to hit the gym?" You say you were like, "Oh, you trying to hit the gym?" I'm like, "Oh, you're hitting the gym right now." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll hit the gym right now. Whatever, before we fucking set off, we go to the beach or we go to the club or whatever. I'll go to the gym right now." So we're going upstairs. So I'm like, I say to him like, "All right, I'm gonna just get changed. If you want to come to my room real quick, I'm gonna just get changed and we go to the gym."
Wait, if you want to come to my room,
That's an invite.
Wait,
That's
an invite.
convenience.
Dom, you
It
said
is.
if you want to come to my room real quick, I gotta change.
Bro was trying to
I
fuck
said,
me. What are we talking about? And hey,
Hey,
I
I've
was trying
said
to go
that
to the
twice
villa.
before.
Honestly,
You want to come to my room
I'm
real
mad you
quick?
didn't go.
I did go. What are we talking about? It's Dom from Perfect Match. What are we talking about?
Bro's acting like he said no. Bro was like, "Yeah, I'll be there." Bro was looking at my room and said, "Oh, you got a hot tub? We should try it out."
All I know is I casted well for this trip.
No, you did. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, that hot tub was different. Talk about hot tub with Sean.
Honestly, that should have been really dope,
Got
though.
in the hot tub?
That trip was sick as fuck though.
Really?
That
Very
should have been
good.
so sick. Yeah.
Next time, I seriously will consider you guys maybe.
You see how they bunch of they're like, "Why didn't you invite us?"
No, I did.
Fuck no, he didn't.
No, he did. We were busy. We were busy.
No,
Yeah, family
I had a
problems.
lot of fucking parlays
To
going
make a
on.
long story short, I wasn't excited about him being my roommate. I was ecstatic about him being my roommate. I was excited as fuck.
All right, be honest.
That's a bar.
Were you texting your girl like, "Oh my god, babe"?
Bro, I said, "Get to my room, idiot." And then day 2, I could already tell he was tired of my shit because I'm like, I'm a talkative person.
Yeah.
The most nonchalant person since Duke Dennis, bro. I'm over there. I'm like, "Dom, what do you want to do today?" He's like, "Shit, bro. I'm just gonna do this. Get
Marvel
ready with me, and I'm gonna
Rivals.
dip." And I was like, "Oh, well."
But yeah, how was that roommate experience? Because like,
Yeah, I got it
I
here,
know you
bro.
guys didn't know each other,
See when he looked at him right, he was like,
but both of you guys seemed excited to room with each other. Genuinely.
Obviously not. I was more excited.
No, Dom, you said you're like that guy's fucking funny as fuck.
Bro, he was fucking. You are fucking funny as fuck, bro.
What did you say was at first?
Yeah,
No, so night 2, right? Someone got a little sloshed. I'm not gonna say who it was, but listen.
Fuck you, bro.
So we're going to the room, right?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm scared.
We're going.
Night 2 is hard too. Night 2 is hard.
Yeah, someone kept going. Who wants another shot?
Yeah, we got a little too
So
We know
we're
who it
going to
is.
the room, right? I'm sober at this point, right?
my face is hurting.
You were
and
sober?
I was sober at that point. I was sober.
Nah, yeah.
And then we're going to the room, and then Dom he looks like he's controlling his liquor, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Dom's like, "Dude, I'm so fucking hungry." So I called room service. They're like, "It's gonna be 30 minutes, cool." They're like, "What kind of sauce do you want?" I was like, "Dom, do you want chicken tenders?" He was like, "Yes." They're like, "What sauce do you want?" And I turned to Dom and I kicked the bed. Bro was asleep.
So that's where you were at day 2 when we were talking about where the fuck were you at 5 a.m. You were sleeping.
Bro, I was tired, bro. Coco Bongo, bro. Coco Bongo,
Hey, that night was so fun. That night was so
that shit
fun.
was lit, right?
That shit was lit.
It was lit. It was the
That shit
day
was lit,
drinking,
yeah.
bro.
It was. No, the day drinking, bro. Sean got lucky because he took a nap after day drinking to go out. Nah, bro, like that no nap was different because I was about to crash too.
If I get a moment to go downstairs and talk to the workers that work at Tempo, oh
Bro,
my
have
God.
you, bro? Dom has been nonstop talking about the server girls.
Dom, what happened?
The server girls here? Oh my God, bro.
Hey, check out Mr. Tempo Geisha in BREA. It is an absolute amazing restaurant. The food is fire. The drinks are fire. The servers.
Unreal. All my wives.
Hey,
Wow, if I wasn't a monogamous man,
You're a monogamous man?
polygamy would be my thing in Tempo. Only in Tempo, though. Only in Tempo.
They're
Only in
also
Tempo am I
very
looking at
great
polygamy
at
like
serving.
this.
They're
There might be
great.
something
The
to
service
it.
is amazing.
No, the service is amazing out here. Like
10
literally,
out
we
of
were
10.
taking
No,
like
every
take care
time
of
we
so
were
well.
like done with something, they would take it right away.
Wait, y'all got food and didn't invite me? That's crazy.
No, we got
You
food, we
came
got
right
food.
up as soon as we came in here.
I was invited at
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Hey,
You know what's crazy? We didn't invite you. We fucking did.
Hey, guess how I didn't get invited?
Oh, shit.
something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
either.
shit.
I lost
just
something
shit.
once.
Oh,
You want me to tell you why you guys weren't invited?
Why?
Honestly, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't
I
tell me.
will.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
And I,
Let me hear it,
I was
David.
in a video, damn it.
Me
too.
Pa centro.
Like 40
Pa
minutes
adentro. Alex, if you want a shot, you
Wait, where can I piss?
In the cup.
Honestly, yeah, you can take it right.
go.
Oh, yeah?
Right through this door to the right.
Take a little
Right through the door.
All right, don't talk about anything scandalous.
Oh, bro, that was so fucking funny, dog.
Dude, I didn't know.
All right, so season 2, episode 3, he gets with the with Tahiti or whatever her name is. I forgot about the show.
Bro, I did not know that you were roommates with Dom in Cancun.
You kidding me, dude? That's why I couldn't walk straight for a week. What are we talking about? Dude, he did not fuck with me. He did not.
Stop.
He
Bro,
did.
Christian,
I
actually,
swear,
though. Stop.
I swear to you, when I was kind of nervous asking some people to room together, mainly you two, but Dom Dom literally did know who you were, and he was like, he's so funny.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's the kitty cat guy.
Wait, I have a question. Wait, David, I have a question. The people that you were like picking to room with each other, were you ever like, I feel like this person would be good with this person? You're just like, damn, I have two people that need to room together. I'm gonna throw y'all in.
Yeah, that's another thing that we did. Like, I was like, okay, who do I fuck with that I know is gonna have fun on the trip?
Yeah.
That I want to get to know more, and maybe like you and I've only hung out like one time, but we had such
Thank
a
God.
fun time. Yeah, Christian's one of those guys that like, he's just so funny. Like my fiance, she was like, oh my God, babe, you have to have him in every video. It was so fucking funny, and I was like, yeah, he lives in not here, Florida.
Bro, I couldn't imagine you not getting along with the roommate, to be honest. Especially on like a 2-day trip, you know what I mean?
Oh, there's a possibility. Orlando,
You live in Orlando.
Florida.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I lived in Orlando for
You lived in Orlando? That explains the shirt.
Ask him,
Orlando's an interesting place.
It is? Did you like it?
Honestly, just the weather. I did not like that.
I think I would have convinced Christian to move out here already
Yeah.
if he didn't love his girlfriend.
Hey, I will say one thing though. Me, him, and Sean did have a moment where everyone wanted the strip club, and we were all like, we're not going in there. And
Bitch. He said, I'm going in. And
No,
then Sean was like, oh, I'm going to stay back. And he goes, all right, I got to stay with my white boys.
That's crazy.
Nick, you walked up those stairs. You fucking ran up those stairs.
Ran up those stairs.
And then I realized you and Sean were going up.
No,
and then I left.
and then you realized there was a cover
Why'd
charge.
you just turn into train? He's like, I realized
that
I'm not going up those stairs.
and I didn't. And we ended up eating some terrible food. For some reason on the strip where we had the tacos at, it wasn't that good. I was expecting it to be better.
I didn't eat the tacos.
Oh, you didn't?
No. How was the food? Oh,
Oh, yeah, that shit was bomb, bro. Yeah,
No, honestly,
I
that shit
remember I was
probably
so
would've been bomb
drunk
if I
coming
was
from a
there,
Coco
though.
Bongo, and
it's his fault, bro.
when we got back, those
saying,
tacos
bro.
were hitting, bro.
Why are you talking in that
I
accent
fucking
right now?
invited you
What do you mean?
instead because I
Is it-
love you.
Yeah.
What accent?
You don't love them?
Coco Bongo.
You see that Kobe jersey? We're getting that as a gift. I was gonna give it to you.
Well, you're getting that as a gift?
No.
Who's that?
Okay, carry on, Sage. Next question.
Who's
All right.
Brian? Who's Brian T?
Who's Brian T?
Yo,
That's
who the fuck
crazy.
is that guy, dog?
That's crazy.
You know,
Sorry.
I got engaged on Kobe Day.
Shut up.
Did
No
you
way.
really? A24 day?
Yo, where were you guys when you found out Kobe died?
Oh
I was
my
in
god.
All right, bro.
No, that was crazy.
I know.
I actually know.
Wait, can
I actually do
I
know.
remember
I do
exactly
know. I
where
know
I was.
exactly
Can
where
I,
I was.
can I talk about that real quick?
Yes, of course you can.
Because when Kobe died, my roommate I had a roommate named BREA.
Why is he crying?
Because he died, idiot.
No, that's terrible. No, that's get the fuck.
Why are you laughing, dog?
Get the fuck up, dog. Get up, bro.
Yo, you should cut that up like a Netflix show where he's like, yo, where were you when Kobe died? And it's just Dom going.
That was just
bro. Bro,
You don't have to get it one day.
go
Wait,
do
wait,
whatever.
go ahead.
Go do your Kobe thing, bro.
Well, no, so Kobe had like broken some record before, like a couple days before or something like that. And my roommate BREA was washing dishes, and she was like, "Hey, did you guys hear that Kobe just died?" I was like, me and my roommate Pablo at the time were like, "No, Kobe." She was like, "Where'd you see that?" And she was like, "Twitter." And I was like, "No, you must. Kobe didn't die. He just broke. I think he broke a record a couple days ago." She was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "Kobe died." And then I literally looked at Pablo and I was like, "I'm gonna go take a shit. Do you want to keep playing this? We're playing this game." He was like, "I'm gonna go take a shit too." And then I sit down to take a shit, and at the same time, from the other bathroom, I open up Twitter and I see it, and I'm assuming he sees it. At the same time, we go, "Dude!"
No fucking way.
And we both found out on the toilet, and I was like, "Oh my!" It was just unbelievable.
Bro, that shit was sad. No, that
It was
shit
a
was
sad.
My shit
It
was- I
was
was
so
heartbroken.
sad. I
You were
couldn't
at my
believe
house.
Yeah, we were literally woke up hungover the
We
next
woke up
day.
hungover. My dad woke us up.
He goes, "Oh my God, Kobe died!" And I'm
Yeah.
literally, I'm face down, like sleeping like this, and we wake up and we're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I'm like, Kobe.
It was
died.
crazy though, because my dad, he never like trips out about shit
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
he
like
never-
celebrity wise.
yeah, yeah.
But like he was like tripping over like the news.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was weird to see like from my perspective.
I was
but
so.
That was me when
almost
Michael Jackson
devastated.
died. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I remember when Michael Jackson.
I also
When
remember
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson died, I started dancing in his honor.
Yeah.
Was that
Yes.
Mexican tragedy right there?
That and when the Dragon Ball Z creator died.
Bro, I
Mexican.
found that shit out real quick, bro. I found that shit out real quick. The
Yeah.
cartel's after me, bro. The cartel's after me, bro. I found that shit every day of my life. I found that the cartel's
The cartel's after you?
because the viral clip.
The
viral clip
cartel
on
wants to be
Poppies-
your friends.
What?
The cartel wants to be
The
your
cartel
friends.
No,
no,
because
season one of
look,
Perfect
I
Match.
said,
Like,
like,
fuck
They
no.
like him too.
Because I was like,
what'd
if
you
the-
do?
No, here's
Everyone
my
likes
thing. I
Dom,
feel like
bro.
if the cartel, if I got into a situation where the cartel was
Yeah.
around me, I feel they fuck with me.
Okay.
Oh, you were mentioning this in Mexico. I
Yeah.
was
solely
I
off
feel the car- I
what?
feel
Of
the-
just like
I'm
vibes
sorry.
and
Just
shit.
vibes, bro.
Is
I
this
think
not
like,
After that,
Is
like,
this not
like
the
a lot of like
craziest sentence?
Filipinos
He
fuck
said
with, like I
this
fuck
so
with
many times in
Filipinos.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Is this not
A
the
lot of
craziest?
Filipinos fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I
forgot.
met-
He kept saying this too. He was like, the cartel will fuck me. I asked why. He was like, because Filipinos fuck with me. And I
Because,
didn't get it.
because
I didn't get it.
Filipinos are pretty much Mexican.
they're pretty
They're
much
primo.
the Mexican
They're primo.
cartel, bro.
Yeah, but
They're
they're
the
not
Mexican,
cartel.
like a lot of Filipinos are
Okay, I
trying to
see
be
what- I see
like
what you're saying.
Lopez, Dela Cruz type shit.
Those are our primos, but
What's your last name?
Well, Gabriel.
Dom, you realize how
Gabriel.
crazy that is?
Okay. Okay.
Yo, I feel like El Chapo would fuck with me, dog. I feel
Yo,
like,
bro, like, wait, let me look around. Like, where you from?
oh, this is racism.
No. Let me cook. Where you from?
My family or where I'm actually from?
Where
I'm
you
from
from?
Orlando.
No, but where your family from? Where your family from?
My dad's from El Salvador.
All right, where your family from?
Mexico.
Where your family from?
I
Where you
have
family
to.
from?
Wait,
Mexico.
Where your family from?
Mexico.
Just say it. Go
You
ahead.
really want to know?
Minnesota.
Mexico.
California.
California? All right. Where your family from? Where your family from?
Mexico.
Right? You fuck with me? You fuck with me?
Sometimes.
You
Dom,
fuck with me?
Dom.
You know what I'm saying?
Dom, I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Hey,
Watch
if I'm
season
around-
one.
Wait, hey, Dom.
So if I'm around the cartel, they fuck. But
I will.
I did a video on Poppies where I was like, yo,
Hey.
I was like, I made a little statement, and I was like, yo, I don't really think, like a lot of people think Goku's that nigga. I'm like, I don't think Goku's like
Hey,
that.
hey,
Like, I
seriously.
just don't think.
Hey,
Damn.
hey,
Damn.
seriously,
I've never
Dom,
seen the Mexican
Dom.
community turn on me like no other, bro.
Dom, we're friends. You gotta chill.
You know what it
Nah,
is?
the entire bro,
What is it?
the
What is
entire
it?
Mexican
It's not
community was
No. No, Dom.
like betrayed, bro.
Dom,
Like they were
first off,
like,
Dom, chill.
they were like, bro,
Hey, yo,
we
seriously,
believed in you,
yo,
dog. And I
Cut
was
this. Cut this. Don't be talking shit about Goku like that.
like, listen, bro, I didn't know. I didn't like listen.
What
I
do
didn't
you
know.
What do you mean? He's not that guy. That's not what you
He's
said. But you
not
get what I'm saying.
that guy, bro.
Bro, Super Saiyan, come on.
No, listen.
Don't do that.
What?
What's your...
Who's bigger?
Well, no, there's a lot of people that can
Bro,
say
man,
Goku.
bro, there's
Superman
man.
is,
Listen,
what are we talking about?
someone, wait. No.
Sailor Moon.
Listen.
One
Listen.
And that's it.
Listen.
Character.
Listen.
And he's a dad
Listen.
character.
Listen.
Dom,
you
he's
got a
on
phone
my
on you.
ears right now.
You got a phone
Tell
on
me
you
to
right
listen,
now.
I'm listening.
Google Goku's win-loss record in his own fucking show, bro. This nigga loses mad times in his
Did
own
you see
show,
who he
bro.
went against?
He loses mad times,
Have you ever
bro.
heard of a fucking starter from the
How
bottom
many,
now we're
how
here?
many times has Goku won, bro?
He's undefeated. Okay, how many times has One Punch Man lost?
59% win rate in the NBA, you're not going to playoffs.
Oh.
I don't know. You might be wild
Okay.
card.
Okay, look.
That's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. If I'm Goku, I'm thinking I'm winning pretty much 80% of my fights.
You ever seen Goku's warm up? It's literally the peak of anime.
No, listen.
I understand.
Listen.
I
Wait,
understand.
I'm not saying Goku isn't him. I love Goku, but I'm like, when motherfuckers be like, yo, Goku's the best of all, I'm like, nigga,
No, he's not.
nigga
Wait, Dom,
loses all the time, bro.
Dom,
Nigga,
let me say something.
Nigga
Let
lost
me
against
counteract.
The first
Dom.
time I seen that nigga against Raditz, he lost, bro. Nigga had a hole
Dom,
in his chest.
Dom,
dog.
he's a
Dog,
kid.
dog, pull
Dom.
up to the cell games, nigga lost, bro.
Pick your boy.
Nigga,
Dom,
nigga fought Vegeta.
Dom.
He had his whole crew jump Vegeta. Nigga was on the ground like.
He was
I'm
tired.
like, I was like, yeah, you and all your niggas jumped him, bro.
Dom.
You jumped him with all your niggas, bro. And then the entire Mexican community be like, nah, Goku's him, bro. I'm like, listen, I fuck with y'all, bro. I love some empanadas, bro. I fucking love the Hispanic community,
I love
bro.
some
but y'all can't
empanadas.
look at me and be like, Goku the strongest nigga alive. This nigga can't win in his own show.
Wait,
bro.
let me say
okay.
something. Let me say something. Okay, first off,
I think he's real.
Goku.
He won the
didn't
tournament of
win,
power.
No, they jumped that nigga Jiren, bro.
Wait, no, I'm
him,
dumb.
Frieza, Android
Get in
17
frame,
jumped.
goddamn. Get in
This is his
frame.
podcast.
They jumped that nigga, bro. Goku has never ran the ones with a nigga from start to finish and fucking.
Wait, can I
wait
say
till he
why,
finds
Dom?
me. Wait
Can I
till he
say
finds
why?
me, bro.
Wait, hold on. Can I say why?
Why are you
Okay,
laughing?
similar to Spider-Man that always holds back his punch.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that in the comic.
bro.
Spider-Man holds back his punch because he doesn't want to fucking fuck with someone that bad.
No.
That's not the same shit.
No,
That's
no,
not the
no.
same. No, because no. Because you want to know why the tournament of power even fucking started?
Yeah, I know
It's
why the
because
tournament
of
of power.
fucking Goku. They're like, Goku's like, oh yeah, I want to fight the strongest motherfucker alive. All right, bet. We'll put the entire universe in danger because you want to fight. Listen, bro. I fuck with Goku.
Oh, sorry, he's bored. All right, you ever been fucking bored?
Yeah. Usually I just watch like a porn compilation when I'm bored or something.
Yeah, sorry, he doesn't have Netflix to watch the perfect match to entertain his ass.
Okay.
Why we got
I got
They don't
Goku's record
have
right here.
Netflix in that universe.
I have Goku's record right here.
Okay, guys,
Okay,
hold on. We
I
gotta recoup.
Out of 107 fights, how many fights do you think that he won?
There's only one fight that matters.
No.
Hold on. No, it's not even a real fight.
Hear him out.
Just said no.
Hear me out.
He's about to.
Damn.
Just said no.
Let me ask you a question. Superman versus Goku. Who's winning?
Goku.
What are we
Goku.
talking about?
No,
What do
I'm
you
gonna go
mean?
Talking about.
Dude, what do you
There's no way that-
mean?
There's no way that Goku wins. How would he win that? How would he win?
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
my
how
brother.
would he- how would he win
Superman's
that?
dusting him, bro. Superman's power is unlimited.
Okay,
Superman's
but
powers
I understand.
Goku literally has super simple levels.
Goku is not invincible.
Goku's not
Hey,
Superman a bitch though, because Superman
Goku
lost
can
to
pull up-
Batman.
He lost to Batman.
Superman lost to a Nepo baby, bro. How you gonna lose to a Nepo baby, bro?
Don't do that.
Okay, here's the thing.
Superman lost.
Also,
Superman on
Superman
was
planet
like,
gets locked up.
Superman laid out like, yo, Bruce, don't do this, bro.
Nah.
Yo, Bruce, don't do
Why
this, dog.
I'm sorry. Why are we counting Batman versus Superman as anything real? Nobody liked that movie.
I'm just saying. You put
in the
Superman on his
comics,
own
you
planet.
actually-
It's a
That's
That's
comic shit. Batman has beat Superman
It's
90 times.
Okay, well, Batman's Batman. Let's not act like Batman's
But
not
Batman's
Yeah,
a regular.
he's him.
Batman's
He's
just a
him.
nigga with money,
He's
bro.
right.
You're telling me a nigga with money could beat
Don't
Superman?
talk
But
about
fucking
Batman like
Goku
that.
can. What do you mean?
Everybody, go, Joe.
What do you mean?
Go,
Batman is just a nigga with
We leave
money,
it at that.
bro.
Gojo is packing up everybody. Let's leave it at that. Let's
I'm
move
not gonna lie,
on.
I'm packing Goku.
I have something to say.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
So, okay.
First of all, second of all, Goku ain't. Gojo ain't
let us
packing no
finish.
nigga.
Gojo.
Kakashi packing Gojo ass up in a fucking.
You know what's funny? This whole conversation is like, I wonder if he's out cheating. This is the conversation.
No,
This is happening between. This is the most heated podcast.
Keep going. Say
Actually,
next
Doug,
question. Say
No.
This
No.
You were about to say something.
Okay, what I was about to say. like Superman over Batman, clear power ability, right? For sure. Superman is so OP.
Batman with prep time could be Goku.
Batman with prep time could be Superman.
Okay, but Goku prep time would wipe Superman.
The Goku doesn't need prep time,
Goku
dude.
need prep time for?
Nigga, go grab some kryptonite, nigga. Go grab some kryptonite, nigga. He's cooked.
Goku's dumbass doesn't even know where kryptonite is.
Prep time.
Goku talks like he just learned everything the first time he talks.
Okay, but if Superman could beat Batman, Goku could be Superman.
No, if Batman could be Superman.
Dude, Superman gets whooped every
No,
single time.
Batman should never in any universe be able to beat Superman.
Superman,
But he puts on kryptonite gloves, he packing them up.
Exactly. He
Okay,
cooked
but
his ass,
Superman
bro.
could fly and keep his distance if he was really about it.
Does Superman also have fucking
Goku
laser
flies
beams
too.
coming out of his
you,
What are you
bro.
talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That's why
has
Goku
that.
can beat Superman.
Goku flies faster than Superman.
So Goku can beat Superman, right?
Because it doesn't
How?
even matter
real?
because you could just
How?
fucking
You don't
trans.
even know what you're talking about, do you?
I don't.
That's not flying though. Oh my god.
I was about to say you don't know anything about it.
Sage, move it on.
Bro,
Sage,
give me. I
Sage,
need
move it
the
on.
suburb talk shit, bro.
Go ahead and move it to the
I
podcast.
need the suburb talk
Sage, move it to
shit,
the
bro.
podcast. Sage, move it
Hey,
to the podcast.
Kahlua though.
Give me the suburb.
Hey, you know what?
Kilowatt,
Sage,
kilowatt.
you're killing it as a host. You've asked 2 questions.
Thank you.
Kilowatt's the ultimate
talent.
overformer,
You know
bro.
what it is?
Kilowatt be
You know
for
what it
real.
is?
talent.
Kilowatt
Bro,
be on
riding
that
a
timing.
horse, standing straight up.
Standing straight
Bro,
up.
riding
You
a
know
horse,
what?
standing straight
That
up. That shit
nigga be
crazy.
on some
That shit crazy.
timing, bro.
That shit crazy.
I could have changed this podcast 1,000 times, but I didn't because I know why.
Cause what?
I'm the
What?
host.
Oh.
Say, do whatever you fucking
Hit him
want to
with,
do,
hit him with 2
bro.
podcast questions and
I
wrap it
know
You know
up.
what it is? You
Nah, I
fucked up.
probably
You
won't,
asked him
though.
about
Wrap
Goku.
it
Then
up.
you
The fuck
fucking.
you talking about? This is just starting to get hot.
we
bro.
are just getting
You know what? I probably won't wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'll probably take another shot before I actually.
I'm not saying another word until Dom
Yeah,
takes
matter of
another
fact,
shot.
who wants to tell me what to
hey,
do?
Sage moving up to my
I'm
favorite
not
nigga on this
saying
podcast,
another
bro.
word
Sage,
until Dom
Sage,
takes
quickly
another
moving up.
shot.
You know what's
I'm
funny?
not speaking another word until David Alvareezy takes another fucking shot.
That's funny. I
Save
can
it
already.
from the host.
Somebody save
I can
me.
already see the clip. Suburb talks progressively getting drunker as the podcast goes on.
Okay, this is a good question because we're all in this space. How would you guys feel about your kids saying they want to pursue podcasting, YouTube, or a dating show?
Hell nah.
Wait.
Wait.
What? Nah.
Hey, how
Okay,
would you
look,
like your
I can
kid
take it on a
to be
serious note.
like nicking these fucking fucks? No, dude. Get an education, dude. Do something
Wait,
with your life.
I got a question for you, actually.
Yeah, hit me.
So you're 33 years old.
Damn.
So you're 33 years
Bro,
old.
that's
I don't
crazy.
know why that was bad. I don't know why
No,
that
that
had to
wasn't
be
crazy. That
inserted.
wasn't crazy. That
Why
wasn't
did that
crazy.
be
Hey, so dude,
inserted
you're
there?
33. Do you realize that your life is over?
Yeah,
Yo,
you realize
so-
you're on the decline.
So you're
right now?
33. Do you get letters from AARP or what's going on?
Wait. So did you go to college or no?
Yeah, I did. I did more fucking college than you, bitch. 3.5 years at Cal State Long Beach, biology major with
See,
an emphasis in
You did 3.5
physiology.
months. Did you know I was gonna dab you up for that?
Oh, okay, let's fucking go, dude. This is my guy.
He did 3.5 months and then he dropped out.
I did 3.5 months, and I just didn't like that shit.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people didn't tell me that being a doctor would have been hard. Yeah, I did a lot of.
imagine?
I
Can
was
you
like,
imagine?
I was like Nick. I did most of my time. I spent most of my time cheating, similar
Okay.
to the way he did in high school. You
Okay,
know, he
see?
cheated his way through
There's no,
AP
there's no
and
statue
SATs.
of liberty on that, so you could just say whatever the fuck you want.
There's no Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
It's the statue.
There's no Statue of Liberty on that.
Got it.
I'm dead. They didn't say it yet. They didn't say it yet.
Girl, they got a statue of liberty on that shit.
Don't even worry about it.
There's
This is your
no
podcast.
girl
We're
handing
gonna
up
clip it
a
out.
fucking.
Okay, guys,
torch
guys,
like that.
being in this space, I think we're all on the internet. We all have our own careers going, in a sense. How would you feel if you had a family as you progressed on, and they wanted to pursue a career in social media?
Honestly, can I be honest for a
Yeah.
second?
What would your advice be if they said they wanted to pursue
I
it?
literally would say, hey, don't do it.
Don't do
Really?
it.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, we really are. We're like it's a
Anomaly.
we're playing a game here. Like we have to do things for views and likes and all that stuff. And one day, hey, guess what? We're all gonna fall off. My point is, I would want my kid to think about a future in the long run that can sustain something forever.
Dave,
Yeah.
you've been doing this for
Okay.
Longevity.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fair.
because Whether it's like
Yo, he's an op, bro. He's starting to You're
I've been
33.
watching you since I was 12 years old.
I know, and
You've
I've been doing
for a
this
long
since you were
fucking time.
fucking 12, dude.
Hey,
I'm
he
fucking
graduated when you were 12.
You also graduated when I was
No,
12
but my
years
Bro
yeah,
got his
I mean,
401k when you were
I'm
12.
33. I don't want to do YouTube forever.
Okay.
old. Okay.
You know, I can't be like, you know, posting the funniest videos of all time on YouTube when I'm 44.
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
honestly, I just feel like in the long run, I'm creating a company
Yeah.
that I want to do more with.
Yes.
You know, with my partner Hunter, like we're thinking long run.
But
You know,
David, because of that, like you have the opportunity because you started on social media. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
if
but we're
you-
also lucky.
yeah, no,
think about-
extremely
For sure.
lucky, 100%. So like in a sense, if you had a kid at some point and they wanted to pursue social media because they saw you do that, would you support that or would you?
I would support my kid doing
Yeah,
whatever
100%. But what
wanted.
advice would you give to your future
If
kid
they were
if you
like,
wanted to
should I do
support it,
this
or if you
or
wanted
should I
do
go to
it?
college?
I would say, like, for example,
both,
like I
both.
think it's beautiful that Sean is going to college and still pursuing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Sean goes to
he
fucking
don't really
one
like-
class a week. Bro's been in college for 6 fucking years.
Sean's
Okay.
not
Bro's been in
going
college
to
6 years,
college.
and he still skips class.
Sean is not going to college.
Hey, can I be honest? Sean, you didn't tell me that.
Girl.
There's a little bit of
You didn't
both
tell
sides.
me that.
I think somebody's mad because they didn't.
Bro,
Yo,
I think-
dogs felt the
I
way about
cannot
that
believe,
shit.
I cannot
Dogs felt
believe
the way
that I
about that
fucking
shit.
dropped
Dogs was
out,
like, hey.
and Sean's bitch ass is
Bill's
still
up
in college,
angry.
going to a class once a week that he doesn't even show up to.
Sean,
Oh!
The man.
Oh, how you feeling?
yeah, buddy.
Hey, you know what? They got mad at me because I started walking over there to grab another bottle, and they were like, "There's only 4 left." Don't.
Your house. You can do whatever you want.
Jorge, you go ahead and give him a shout out. Tell them we told him where we are.
Here's the secret room, and we're looking for help. I need a name for the room, so you guys gonna help me out. Your fans, they can send you a message. It's the secret room, but we need a name, a unique name.
No, what?
Tell me down
Go
below
to
what your name
Geisha
is.
here at the city of BREA. It's Tempo Geisha, the new concept.
It's amazing.
Seafood, steaks,
Beautiful
Japanese.
Tell us
Secret.
about the tequila.
Oh, Milla. Milla is coming to
Yeah.
United States in about 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So we had only 4 bottles in the country. Now it's 2.5 bottles left.
Is that your tequila?
Yeah, that's my
Maybe
tequila.
I'm not even. This is not even a
bottles
shame. Like that was genuinely the smoothest tequila I've had.
No,
It's
it's
amazing.
so good.
It's
right?
really
It's
like that's not even a plug.
At all.
Smoothest tequila I've ever had.
And 1 liter for $20.
No way.
$20.
What?
$20.
I want to be the best, premium tequila in United States.
Love it. Oh my god.
And usually the bottles are $7.50. That's my other brand, Casa Mexico. We own that one too. I have a partner, Mario
That one's
Lopez,
fucking
Oscar
good
de la
too.
Hoya.
Yeah.
So that one is like $40. This one is gonna be $20 for 1 liter. That one is $7.50. That's a premium blanco, and this is the well. I want this bottle to be in every bottle in America. That's why we're giving you 1 liter for $20.
I tell you what,
No,
I have
that's
a lot
a
of customers that
fucking
buy
And
that one
every
right
bar in the United States, you want to see this bottle to mix it. It's
Make
a
sure you
tequila
get
that
it.
you want to mix for
Definitely.
cocktails,
Definitely. It's
margaritas.
amazing. Jorge.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's
Thank
really
you.
fucking
Well,
good.
thank you
so
for
much.
coming, and
Of
this is your
course.
home, Geisha. This is the new concept of Mr. Tempo.
It's
BREA,
amazing.
California, baby.
Hell yeah.
Machingon.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jorge. And you know what? This place is gonna be a club too.
Oh yeah. Otro. ¿Quieres uno? ¿Quieres uno? No. Gracias.
Wait, guys, can I talk about something that I think it's really important?
Depends.
Wait,
Depends.
seriously though, did you guys hear about this whole what they found under the pyramids in Giza?
Bro, the spiral columns?
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
What?
Which is over a mile deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Under-
They did like this like sound wave into like the bottom of the pyramids in Giza in Egypt.
Sound wave, so they did.
Yeah, like to kind of like map it out, and they found that there's these spiral columns that go a mile deep under the pyramids.
Over a mile. I think it's 2 miles.
It's fucking huge.
That's where Cleopatra is.
And they're like, it's either a walkway, it's some way to get water up. We don't know what the fuck's going on, but they just found out about it.
But it's deep.
Deep.
No,
It's
but
underneath.
it's a structure built over a mile. Like, dude, over what 2,700 BC.
But like Goku is still getting walked though.
No, because
How
it's
could
like-
they ever
because
build that?
This is my thing about like the olden times. And shit
Oh,
like that.
oh, oh, oh.
They'd be like, damn, they're 2 miles deep, and then what else would what else were those niggas doing, bro? What else were they doing?
They were digging. They were digging.
I need to say that is so valid.
What else were they doing, bro?
Look.
They were like, were we a mile deep? Well, might as well go fucking forward. What else are we doing today?
Look,
Well,
unless
you gotta check Instagram. You got a brand deal.
Why does
you
that
got
low
shit
key
to
make
do, you gotta
sense?
make
Why does
content.
that low key make sense?
Honestly, I can't even argue
Niggas
that.
was just digging, bro. That's
Okay,
what the shit
I
was.
can't- I can't,
unless it was those two guys who make the pools on YouTube.
I know. He got,
No!
They got caught. They lied about all that.
They did.
What do you mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, they did.
They got
Primitive-
caught.
It was guys.
Yes, they
Primitive
got
technology.
caught. They used actual
There's
tools.
like-
they were cutting in between. It
There's
wasn't all
there's
by
like a
hand.
big group of them too.
Yeah.
Bro, the
Yeah.
amount of times that I fallen asleep
No,
doing.
that breaks my heart.
And honestly, to piggyback off the pyramid thing,
Yeah.
Gru stole the pyramids in Despicable Me.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's
real.
I watched that shit.
They were in-
Real though.
Oh my
Real.
god.
I watched that shit in real time though.
That's real shit.
You
That's
watched
real
Gru
shit.
do
Yeah.
that?
Oh God, guys, I'm drunk. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, you guys know about the like Cleopatra grave and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yo, he said it like 5 minutes ago,
Oh, yeah.
and he wanted to circle
No,
back
no,
to
no.
So I
I
had to
said
double
it.
back on it. She's like, that's where
No,
Cleopatra
no.
is.
I said it as a joke, like 2 miles under, whatever. But she's not under the pyramids. She's in the fucking ocean because the water levels were so low. And there was this woman who was trying to excavate the whole coastal line, and she couldn't get permits, and she finally got permits. Then she found it. Actually, I don't know if she found it.
Can you imagine being Cleopatra? Just being known for being like a badass freak?
Badass freak, literally.
Is that what
Literally.
she's known for? I thought she was just.
Hey, why don't
Yeah,
this is
she
gonna be a
is.
fun experiment. Hey, Christian, what was Cleopatra known for?
Yo, she was a badass freak, yo.
Give us a little quick history. You too,
Cleo-
Owen.
Cleopatra, actually, one of the things she was known for was that she slept with Julius Caesar, and that's a fact.
Oh
She
shit.
slept with Julius Caesar?
Bro, I'm trying to get into suburb talks mode. Like,
Okay.
where's the situation?
Brother, I just asked a
Like,
question.
Let me
Where's
put
the
you.
hard hitting questions
Okay,
that I've been seeing?
I have a question for you guys. Like, this isn't. This would be great for David, but I'm not gonna wait. How would
He
you
said
guys
that.
feel about like this is like suburb talks? Oh, he's back. Ready?
This is Suburb Talks.
I feel like this is suburb talks like quintessential questions.
Okay, love it.
How would you guys feel about like a man's best friend or like
A girl,
A man best friend, a man best friend.
A girl
a
having a guy
girl's
bestie.
man
Well, I
best
have a
friend?
man best friend. I think he's cool.
No.
I feel like I know. I like this question because
Wait. You should have him re-ask it so the clip is clean.
Okay.
See,
so,
I like this guy.
so,
I fucking, I
fellas.
always told him that too.
Let's just start it.
How do you feel about a girl having a guy best friend?
That was perfect.
Go crazy. I'm just kidding. Dom. I have a question for Dom, Christian. What's your
David.
name, bro?
It's Papi Chulo.
I got a question for Dom, Christian, Papi Chulo. How would you guys feel, or what are your thoughts on your girlfriend's slash fiance's
okay,
guy best friend?
I have a great answer on this. Y'all had the last question. I have a great
Well,
question.
I will say this: if you said that 3 times faster, it'd make it for a great clip.
Okay, Dom, Christian.
No, drop the names.
David.
Just start with the question.
Why are you saying the names?
Because it's a question specific for these three. These are the three answers I want to know.
Honestly, if
Okay.
he says Dom first, it would get clipped.
You just gotta
Okay,
get the,
so
Dom.
Papi Chulo, Christian, Dom. What are you guys' opinions on the guy best friend in a relationship?
Wait,
Wait, hold on. You
the guy best
Your
friend?
girlfriend.
Okay, fellas,
Say a girl having a best friend that's a guy.
fellas,
Your girlfriend
fellas.
having a guy best friend.
How would you guys? Okay, hold on. Actually, he could respond to this too. I don't know if he has
I
one.
didn't have this question written down actually.
Okay, fellas, how do you guys feel about the guy best friend in a relationship?
No, but you have to say a girl having a guy best friend.
Okay, fellas. How do you feel about a girl having a best friend when you're in a relationship?
But you have to say a male best friend.
Oh my God, you know what I mean?
How do you
Okay,
feel about
guys.
your girlfriend having a guy best friend?
I'm fine. I feel like I would have to see them interact. Because I feel like one of my best friends is a girl. Her name's Nika. She's engaged now. I've met her like fiance. She's been my best friend since we were kids. Like, we grew up in the same neighborhood, whatever. If she ever tried to touch me physically, I'm like
shutting it down.
Like, bitch, you're gross.
Oh,
Like, that's the type of relationship that we have. Like,
Okay.
she's legitimately like a sister.
okay.
I think that's fine. Like, I honestly think you can have a platonic relationship with the opposite sex. I honestly do believe, because me and Nika, 1,000% platonic. Like, that is my homegirl. That's my dog. That's my bro. She'll probably be right beside me when like I get married. You know what I mean? Like, that's my dog for real.
Yeah.
But then I also know that there are some niggas that will play the long game. I know this.
As a man,
Devin.
you know how the men work.
As a man, I know sometimes you tried some shit.
know.
It didn't work out. You got placed in the friend zone, and you just waiting for the escape route.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
just waiting to see.
You
how
waiting for the
Dom.
I hate my man so much. He do this so much.
I will say
And
So
this.
it's like for me, I just gotta see how they interact, and I'll know.
But
yeah, so like I would say, for me, I would say the same thing. Where like, depending on the guy for the most part, because I trust my girl. My girl could have any guy friend she wants because I trust her fully.
for sure.
But the guy, like you said, like for example, if she was like, oh, by the way, this is my best friend Dom, I'd be like,
you think you're better than me?
this fucking guy?
What do you mean your friend? What do you mean your guy best friend is
Which,
over
by the
6
way,
foot?
I
What are we
met
talking
Grace
about?
first. I met Grace first before I met you, and I showed you the utmost respect. Even before I
It's
knew
true.
you.
It's
Even
true.
before I knew you,
It's true.
I
It's
met
true.
Grace. And
But my point is, like what you said, then if Grace was if you and Grace were best friends, genuinely, now, I knew who you are as a character, I'd be like, oh, Dom is probably like, Dom would never do me dirty like that. Dom is a guy who could have a female best friend.
yeah.
So I would see you and be like, oh, yeah.
When we were in Cancun, and like I became dogs with Eddie, and Karen was in the twerking contest, I was looking at the wall.
Oh, I was looking away too.
I met Eddie.
I saw the videos, bro.
I met Eddie. Karen's twerking over there. I'm like, yeah, let's go, Karen. Like, she's twerking over there. I wasn't even looking at. I wasn't even looking.
I know.
at that
My
shit,
camera was faced towards her, but I was looking at this. My job is still to capture content.
Bro, that was so fucking dude. She's like twerking and David's over here like this. He's like, I'm not looking. I'm like, I'm not looking. And one of the girls was like push the camera over here.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm looking at him like, hey, Eddie, bro, I don't
No,
even know
that's
what's going on, bro.
because Dez was like, "Hey, can you get footage of me and the girls dancing?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I felt weird about it, so I was like looking this way. But then the girl started really twerking.
Yeah.
But from like a high level, so you can kind of see like I don't know some like So I was like, and the girls literally had to move the hand over because I wasn't even getting.
you weren't getting any of it, bro.
Yeah.
There was definitely
Can I ask you a question, Nick? When you did the Pobbies video and Dez was in it,
Yeah.
did you know who Dez was before?
Well, yeah, he did.
No.
bro,
I had known her prior to
Yeah.
like the video. Same with Alex,
Yeah,
Blessed.
yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
known Blessed beforehand.
Because like, look, can I be like, you can cut this out if you want. Can you be 100%? I feel as though that video was casted for like.
Come on closer.
I feel as though.
He like me close to me.
Yeah.
I feel as though.
what's this glazing that's going on right now?
No. Listen, I watched that
You're
video.
just mad because he didn't sleep with you in your hotel.
Listen, I watched that fucking video, and I looked at other dudes, and I was like, Nick was supposed to win this shit.
Ask
bro.
the creator.
I was like, bro.
Ask the
I was
creator.
like, Nick was built to win this shit, bro. Like,
But
what's
also-
the deal here? You know
You know
what
why
I'm
though,
saying?
Don? You know why? Because that Disneyland joke you made, dude. That was the winner.
It was come on.
The one you hated on.
At a certain point,
Where did you cook that shit up, though?
Me, myself, and I. Go ahead.
It's not-
Hey, you know
fucking
what?
dick.
He asked me for answering all the
He asked
questions.
us-
I
the one
gave him
that I
Have
used
y'all
almost
met
got
her?
me
Have y'all met her?
eliminated.
Like, y'all
all
know? Yeah,
mine
yeah,
were
yeah.
fucking
anyway, we're
fire,
just gonna-
dude.
at a certain point, it's like I feel like Nick could win in any situation, bro. We were
see,
fucking.
this
But
is-
Nick got this
No,
thing
because
where,
this
like,
is some
but no.
bullshit. Because fucking Dom's my roommate in Cancun, and I'm like looking for Dom. I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna party with my roommate.
Yeah.
I look up, he's fucking fucking Nick's pouring him shots in his mouth, dude. What the fuck? Some bullshit. I'm like, hey, Dom. He goes, oh, what's up? I'm like, oh,
Damn, your own roommate.
Put him in.
You're sleeping with me.
bro, you're sleeping in my room
No,
tonight.
that's exactly how Dom was when I was in Chicago with him. I was like, yo, we gotta hit the mosh pits. He was like, yeah, probably. I was like, no, dude, I fucking need you. Like, I need you in the mosh pit.
When
with
I'm
me.
drunk, everything's up in the air, bro. I don't know where shit's gonna go. I gotta keep it real. When I'm drunk, I'm like, I don't know where shit's gonna go, bro.
Real.
And then 5 minutes, I'm over there, or I could be over
Real.
there. I don't fucking know.
No, look,
bro,
like,
the first time we went to Chicago, I brought a girl.
Did you?
I brought a girl the
What was
first
her
night
name?
we were in Chicago.
What was her name?
don't tell me you don't know her
Insane.
name. Stop. I thought you were fucking around.
Insane.
Don't tell me you don't know.
He needs a moment. He needs a moment.
Say it, bro. Say it. Come on.
Nah. Put it away.
Where my phone at? No, where my phone at?
Got you going back.
Wait, would I recognize her?
What?
Would I recognize her?
Because she was on the bus with us and shit.
Yeah.
She was on the bus.
She
with
was
us
on
and
the
shit.
bus?
Her name Alyssa. Her name was Alyssa. But I brought her the first night. But then it was like, yeah.
But see, the second night is when I met up with you after, and
Yeah.
I bummed American Spirit off of you.
Yeah.
That's when I
That's
linked
when we
up
started
with
like
you for
vibing.
real. Yeah.
But like I just don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I get drunk. I'm like, I don't know if it's just gonna go this way or it's gonna go that way. I don't know. And I don't want to like lead niggas on and shit. So I'm like, hey, look, I might see you in 20 minutes. I don't know, bro.
You might be
I
sleeping
don't know.
in 20 minutes.
There might be a baddie that crosses my way. I might be like, I love you, and then she says, I love you too. Next thing you know, I'm in Vegas. Like I don't know.
I like
bro.
that though, because I jump to stuff right away. I'll say like, yo, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
You're not there.
Yeah, you do say
you're
that.
not there.
I say that every time.
And
Yo, I'm
then,
gonna be
and
right
then
there.
who doesn't
And
show
then I
up?
don't show up.
Yeah.
I like the honesty.
Yeah, and I'm a person where like I love you type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
for real.
and you don't know where that's gonna go. Sometimes I say I love
Kiss
you,
me.
it doesn't work out. Sometimes I say I love you, I'm in a different city.
Do you mean it though when you say it like every single time you say I
No,
love you?
he doesn't.
No.
Because he just said, I love you to the fucking server who walked
Who
in.
was
You
it,
remember
Roxy?
that? You remember that?
Roxy.
What was
I
it,
love
Roxy?
I love Roxy. I do love Roxy.
It's
I
surprising.
do love Roxy.
How do you
I
remember
can
her
tell.
name?
I can tell.
I
you
love
love
Roxy.
Can I ask a
Wait,
question?
Go for
Hey,
it,
he's got a
Christian. Go
name
for
though.
it.
Have you
You're an op too. You're an op too.
Hold up.
have you ever been in a situation where someone says I love you and you like don't say it back?
Never.
No.
I'll always say that.
You're a little too quiet.
I love you, but
Before he didn't used to say that all the time.
I never said out love. I used to always say the L word.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't like saying love. I would just always say L word.
Wow.
I
Why?
think-
Why-
You'd say, wait, let me get this straight. You were dating a girl and she said, I love you. And you'd
He's
be
never
like,
dated a girl,
L
actually.
word.
I would
He's never had a relationship.
I would just like I'd be like I'm not ready to say.
You
the
never been in a
L word.
relationship?
You've never been in a relationship?
Dead ass?
No boyfriend.
Really?
No boyfriend. No girlfriend.
why do you feel like that? Why do you feel like that is?
I don't know. Genuinely speaking, like I don't know. I've just always been somebody that's always been scared of that. To be honest.
Wait, so you have commitment issues?
Yes.
But you
and I
can't
will
commit.
say,
He's
at
never
this
been in a
point-
relationship. Why you
I know,
commitment issues?
but
He's never
I
been in a
will say,
relationship.
no, because he's scared to commit. Like I've had commitment issues, so I totally get that.
But
Can I
see,
just
my
say-
biggest thing though is also what the fuck you about to say?
Yeah, as soon as he said when he said commitment issues, first mind the camera goes, hell yes he does.
Nah, like my biggest thing was like also the other thing too, and I feel like it's the big misconception is like especially when I tell girls that it's not because I'm trying to like fool around or like be outside. Like I'm not a very like outside type of person, but I am.
Cap.
That's cap.
What's
That's
your,
cap.
we got an issue.
That's cap.
didn't say they
That's
said it, not
cap.
me.
That's a
No,
lie.
no,
That's a
okay.
lie,
You
bro.
like to be outside?
You guys know.
No, okay.
No, you guys know that when I like somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
not-
I was about to say that.
It's never been like that, but for
Yeah.
some reason I don't know what it is. I got a mental blockage with a girlfriend. I don't know what it is.
Do you think you're at the point where you could commit to someone?
I always say yes, and then I get into something, and I'm like, damn, I don't think so.
Can I add on to that? If you were in a situation where you had a girlfriend, do you feel like you would cheat?
No, not cheating, not type of cheating. But I'm just like, my biggest thing is like, damn, I like my fucking time. I like that I don't have to check in with everybody all the fucking time. You know what I mean? I like that. Like I can just do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. I can take a nap without fucking saying like, hey, I'm gonna pass out right now, or hey, I'm sorry I didn't respond for 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'm sleeping. You know, like
yeah,
that's
but
my
that's like
biggest
one of
thing.
the most beautiful things about being in a relationship. You know, like having to kind of like consider someone all the time.
Definitely, no, definitely.
And you know, having to kind of hold yourself back in your social life and doing what you really want to do.
I
to please them. Yeah, man, you should just do you.
Keep watch.
Dom, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yo, you interrupted. You interrupted David. What are you talking to say?
David. Dom, I hope you understand. You cannot have a sidebar on a podcast. Like it's
Bro,
like,
you just totally interrupted David.
First of
No,
all, you're getting at me. You can't have a side talking podcast. I'm talking this. It's
My
his
God.
podcast. Nigga.
It is
He's talking to me.
It is his podcast. That's my guy.
I don't have a
Hey,
podcast.
you know what? Say.
I don't know the rules and
He
regulations.
said something beautiful right now.
He said you're my guy.
No, he said something beautiful before that you missed out on.
We're going to Mexico next
And
year.
you know what's crazy? I do agree with you. I do think it's a beautiful thing that you do have somebody to check in
You know
with.
what, bro?
That does
I'm
care
moving
about
back
you.
over here, bro.
That does care about you.
You know
And
what,
I
bro?
feel like it's something that
Oh, now you move
I
away.
need to what do you call it? Like succumb to, or like let myself go with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that I need to like just be like, you know what? Let's fucking do it. Like boss of the wall.
Nick, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fuck you, Nick. You know what, Nick?
Guess
Remember
what?
that time someone commented and they commented a photo of me and they were like, "Oh, I thought this was Nick with a wig."
No
who
way.
the fuck?
Wait,
I
Who
repent
the
that.
You don't think
I repent that shit.
I don't
repent
mean this.
that now.
I don't mean this
what?
anymore.
Dom,
repent that.
what are you
Whole
talking
time,
about?
whole time I'm calling him little
I'm
twin.
trying to say.
He's
Oh,
6.
no.
Whole time I'm like, "Yo, Nick, my little twin." Nah, never mind, nigga.
Can I
Fuck
just
that.
You my twin.
Never mind. No.
You getting your lip? Yeah.
If you guys aren't twins, if he looks like you, even if he had the chance to look like you,
All right. Well,
it would
all
be
right,
you
well.
like in first grade.
You know, somebody commented that about, but they said I look like a minion. They said I was twins with a minion. Why is that funny to you? Because you just saw it, huh? What the fuck is going on? That's some bullshit.
I'm not trying to laugh at you.
A lot of
laughing
people
with
say
you.
that Dom and I look alike. And so when we were rooming together, they were like,
They thought
"Oh
you
my
got.
gosh!"
Yeah, the room service would open the door and
They
be
were
like,
like-
"Oh,
they were-
Senor Dom."
They would look at me. They were like, "Oh, yeah, perfect match," and I would be like, "Yes." And then Dom will make that face because he's like, he knows that we're twins.
but
Do you see it, Dom?
I see it.
Do you see it? He sees
all
it.
right. You know what?
I see it.
Let's wrap this.
I say if anybody
I
else got
said we
anything,
do one more question.
Bro, can I
Hey,
just
I'm not fucking talking until Dom takes another shot.
Bro, listen. I just need a Suburbs Talk scenario, bro.
Can I do one?
I just want a
Since I'm
Suburbs
not-
Talk scenario, bro.
Listen, it's my
I've been listening to this podcast so much.
I love it.
It's my first time on the side. First of all, thank you for having me. I wasn't even supposed to be on this episode. Thank you so
You
much.
on the next one.
At all. But okay, here we go. Oh fuck! I should have come up with one.
I got one.
Alright.
Okay.
Selling.
Okay. As best friends, right?
Yes.
If one of you guys were in a relationship and that said person cheated on their significant other, how would you go about as their best friend to kind of guide? Like, would you be like, "Yo, you have," like, would you, one, keep that secret, two, be like, "Yo, you have to kind of like man up and like."
So if I caught my best friend cheating, who? Like in that sense, or
Devin's
there's-
in a relationship. Devin cheats on his girl. How do I go about handling it with Devin?
Yeah.
Got you. I'm in there.
Who like
You got a lot of things to
depends
factor
who
in.
is caught cheating.
If I'm being honest, if I like their girlfriend, I'm gonna confront him. If the girlfriend is like somebody that I do not get along with, or who I don't like, or who I feel like does not deserve my man,
Nah, you guys.
I'm not even
that's
gonna
already
lie.
wrong.
That's real.
I'm
No,
not
that's already
gonna lie.
wrong.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
That's already wrong.
I've cut friends off
That's
after
wrong.
they cheat.
No, but that's real,
I
though.
feel it.
No, that's real.
I'm
That's
so
best
excited.
Yeah,
100%
that's
no
already
matter
wrong,
what.
Nick.
I'm being
I'll tell
there's dead ass friends that I've cut off because they've cheated. Because if you're cheating on your girl, the girl that is doing stuff that I'm not doing,
Yeah.
they're definitely gonna do you dirty.
Yeah.
It's
They
the same
gonna
shit.
cheat on you.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Wait, your reasoning is I'm gonna cut off my friend because their girlfriend's sucking their dick and I don't suck their. Wait, what do you mean?
But so, listen.
no,
so
no.
let's say I suck Dom's dick, right? Hold on. Let's say I suck
Because he
Dom's
said
dick.
they're
Why
doing
am I the
because they're
example?
saying
You gotta
he
be
said
the
I'm
example,
doing
right?
something.
Why am I the example?
Why do you get a good?
No, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because it's kind of like a moral thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like if you cheat on your girl, I'm definitely gonna go to you first and be like, dude, that was
Yeah.
fucked up. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
You could have just broken up and and then
not
do
a
whatever you
loyal
want to
man.
do.
You're not
But
a
at
loyal
that
man.
point, it's like it comes to a question of morality. It's like
Yeah.
if you're cheating on your girl, you're definitely gonna talk shit about me. You're gonna
Yeah,
definitely do me
exactly.
dirty.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
that
the biggest
was
thing is,
a-
like, go ahead.
That was probably like my first instinct too when I heard this question. I think that if I had a best friend that were so openly to cheat on their significant other that cared about them, I would want to separate myself from them.
Yeah.
I think that like because that's dirty. That's like low. That's bottom of the barrel right there. That you could do that to somebody. And it's just like if you could do that to somebody, you could do so much worse to your friend.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
I am like openly, I have cheated before.
Yeah.
And you guys all know that I have cheated before.
Yeah.
So like, what's the difference between?
When did you cheat?
You also owned up to
What do you mean
it.
when?
You never.
Yeah.
You told
You didn't make
us-
an excuse for it.
I've never not heard you say, "Hey, I didn't do this, and I don't own it."
Also, I wasn't that close to you.
You
at the
told me
time.
right away, "Hey, the one time I did this was."
That's not
back
true.
then." Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
true. Nah, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh,
I was not that close to you at the time. You were in college.
I was in every fucking video leading up to that. Like,
Yeah,
No,
but
you
he didn't
weren't.
tag
He went
That's
to
when you came
Arizona?
back. That's when you came back.
When you went to Arizona?
It was when you came back. You were.
I didn't talk to you when you went to Arizona.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What I would say is, like, I would treat Devin differently than I treated everybody else because I've known Devin for longer, you know? So I would probably hold that against him a lot, like, harder.
Yeah.
And it also depends, like, how long they've been with a girl. Like, Sage has been with his girlfriend for years at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if Nick cheated with a girl that he's been with for under a year, I'd be like, do you really like her?
I don't-
You know what I mean?
I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't agree, and I'm gonna stick to what I said to the point of, if that is your girlfriend, whether it's been one day or it's been 6 years, you decided to make that your commitment.
Yeah, it's a
You're
promise.
responsible to that commitment. But I'm gonna stick to what I said. If your girlfriend is not good to you, and I don't like your girlfriend, and you're cheating on her, unfortunately, I'm not gonna check you for being a terrible human
Exactly.
being.
Okay,
It's
okay.
not my responsibility to tell you what's right and wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if your girlfriend is an amazing person who has only put you first every single time, yes, I'm gonna step up and be like, bro, are you a fucking idiot? Why the
Exactly.
fuck would you do this?
Exactly.
I would.
That's what I'm saying. So me and him, we had a conversation like years ago.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, okay, no matter what the situation is, if he cheats on his girl, I cheat on my girl. I'm like, hey, if I tell you, I know what happened, and I saw you cheat on her, or I saw me cheat on, or he saw me cheat on my girlfriend, I'd be like, yo, you got like this X amount of time to be like, hey, go talk to her.
Oh,
Go,
you're
know,
tripping.
tell
I
her.
wouldn't tell the girl.
No, we've
No,
had this
I wouldn't tell the
convo.
girl, but
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, to a point,
No,
yes, I would.
never. I feel like I
There's
would
been
never
times.
tell the
No,
girl.
no.
There's
Because
definitely been
I would
times.
go straight to my
the thing
friend.
is, I don't know. I don't
never tell
know. We
her.
never. I don't think we'd ever be at that point. But the thing is, I would tell him, "Hey, Devin, like you need to tell her, like
Yeah.
right, not right now, but like you need to tell her this week, or else you're just a fucking bad guy, and I wouldn't want to be your friend."
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's
And
a
like,
morality
yeah,
question.
it's like
Exactly.
you're, I'm threatening him
Well,
to not be my friend anymore.
let's get someone else's opinion who's kind of opposite of what you guys are saying. Dom, you said
Wait, Dom, have you ever cheated on somebody?
I've never cheated on someone. But
No.
I put it in like the same aspect of
You're
like
better than me.
like I have a lot of friends. Like I grew up in a really bad neighborhood. Like I have a lot of friends that have
Yeah.
done a lot of bad shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I have friends that are like incarcerated that have like committed murder.
Yeah.
But like I know that those same dudes that have done those despicable shit, they would do that same shit again if it was for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think it's like I don't look at someone's relationship with someone else as a reflection on their relationship with me. You know what I mean?
That's
I
fair.
think their relationship with someone else is always like it's differential because it's like a lot of people that I have close by me, I'm like I don't have a lot of people that I trust on like 10 fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I undoubtedly I will be vulnerable and I will trust you.
So that could play into it. what
Yeah,
you're
but
saying,
they like try. I call it like trial by fire. Like you've been with me when I'm at my fucking lowest, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if my homie has been with me when I've been at my lowest, when I've lost fucking everything, when I needed something, when I needed help, when I was at rock bottom and they lifted me up and put me in positions to like build back up. If I go through that with them and then they fucking cheat or they do something or whatever like that and they fumble or they make a mistake, I'm not gonna like judge them off that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like my relationship with you is different. You know what I mean? So it's like.
But Dom, what if you like always see him doing that stuff though? You wouldn't think of them
Like,
some certain
repeat
way.
offender.
Repeat
But-
offender of cheating on a great.
But again,
person.
even that, I'm like, even looking at that, I know it's wrong. I know it's. I'll talk to them and be like, "Yo, this is like you shouldn't be doing that shit."
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not gonna stop being your friend because of that shit. You know what I mean? Because that's not a reflection of our relationship. If we've been through shit, especially like a lot of my homies in my life, I've known since I was a kid, or I've known for like multiple years, and we've been
Yeah.
through so much shit together. If they do some shit on the side that like I might not fuck with, like I have a lot of homies, they might sell drugs or they do drugs or they do all types of shit that I don't really do. You know what I mean? But I know like that's my dog. I know that like when I'm in some shit, they got my back 100%. So I think it's like, I think at the end of the day, it's all very like situational.
Definitely.
It's all very like, what's your relationship with that person? Like, what have they done for you? Like, to be like, if that person has like held you down when you've been at your fucking lowest, and then maybe they cheat or they did some fuck shit, and then you just blocked them off, I'd be like, well, you know what I mean? That person, you know what I mean? I think it's all situational at the end of the day.
My biggest thing is like, I get what Dom's saying too, and like whenever I look at it kind of like Sean, right? I would never cut off Sean for something like that, unfortunately. Like,
You can't.
that is my best friend.
can't.
But
Yeah.
I will say to you though, like I said, he has a girlfriend that loves him. I wouldn't really want to go out with Sean a lot because I'm like, bro, I'm looking
That's what I'm
at
saying.
you
It alters your
doing
whole
this stuff.
relationship.
Yeah.
It
You know what I
alters
mean?
your
Like,
whole relationship.
I like, hey, let's go grab dinner. Hey, everyone wants to go out to the bars. Bro, I don't want to go to the bars with you.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
a
what I
weird
mean. You
thing.
can,
He's my roommate. I
Yeah.
also got to see you.
Exactly.
See
yeah,
your girlfriend.
you can check your dog. Like, you can always check
can.
your dog.
You
but it's like,
absolutely
you
can.
can't, like,
You can.
it's situational.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
situational. It's like, when I, like, same thing. Like, I have a homie of mine, my best friend I've known since I was 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? I love his wife. I love whatever. If he were to ever do some shit, I would check him on that
exactly.
shit.
Exactly.
But if he
Yeah.
were to ever do some shit, at the same time, I'm not going to his wife about. I'm gonna
I
go to him
couldn't.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'm never throwing him under the bus because, like, fam, I've known you for 27
I
years,
could never
bro.
get in between.
I think a big
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm never getting
Yeah.
in between that. And I think it's all situational. And I think it all comes from like, it all also comes from a stance of like, every relationship and every human is just complex, bro.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's
Not
like-
everything's black and white.
Everything's not black and white. Like, you don't know both sides of shit. So it's like, if I don't know both sides of shit, I'm not gonna step into that shit. I'm not gonna make an executive choice on that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what she does. I don't know what you do. I don't know what shit happens when I'm not around. Like, there might be fights that you don't tell me about, that she doesn't talk about. You know what I mean? There might be
But
shit
do
that goes
fights justify cheating?
on. What?
Do fights justify cheating?
No,
I don't think any action
Anything,
justifies
think
yeah,
no
nothing
action
really
justifies.
justifies cheating.
I was gonna jump in, but the main thing is like, I've been cheated on before, and it was like that was when I first like was it was a high school relationship, but it was like for me, being someone that like you know what it feels like, it's gut wrenching, bro.
Yeah.
Because
You
like
just wanna grow up.
imagine like the person you care about most that you think you know the most, taking all that away from you.
Yeah.
And it's like the most gut wrenching feeling. So for me, it's like if you can do that to someone, you can definitely do it to another person. And I
Yeah.
think what you were saying was, I agree 1000%. If you have a best friend, like there's relationships that like they go beyond friendship. Like I'm gonna ride with you no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like how they react to stuff is indicative of like if I'm checking you on you cheating and you're like, bro, you're tweaking blah blah blah. Nah, that's not.
yeah.
Let me ask you.
But like- but like-
hold on. Let me ask you a follow-up question. Now, do you guys think one, a cheater is always a cheater?
No, I don't
And
think so.
two, would you take someone back that has cheated on
But,
you?
before we get there, I would say to like the cheating scenario, like just coming from someone who's like,
Yeah.
like again, like you're 24, like
Yeah.
I know you like 23, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys, are, like I'm 30, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Damn.
all right, bro.
Damn.
I honestly I own up to it now. 2025, I'm like, listen, I'm on, bro. Like, listen, nigga, I got invited to Rolling Loud, and I was like, nah.
And you almost-
I was like, I listened to Playboy Cardi album, and I was like.
It doesn't make
I
sense.
was like, yeah.
This isn't LL Cool
Oh,
J.
He's like, see ya. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know, bro. I'm cooked, bro. Like, I'm off this shit. But I will say, when it comes to that, it's like, you have to look at every angle of shit. It's like, you look at it, I think when you're younger, you look at it like, there's no reason to cheat. But it's like, I've been cheated on, and when I look back at that relationship, if you don't treat someone a certain way, you don't understand how you treat someone. So it's like, for me, it's like my first relationship, I was a workaholic. Like I was always fucking working. I had 3 jobs.
You got carry on, carry on.
I had 3 fucking jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like talking to her after, she was like, "You're never here. Like I don't know. Like you know what I mean?" And it's like I don't know how you're gonna react. I don't know you anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't predict how someone's gonna react. It's like how are you positioning yourself in that relationship?
I just think
I
whoever
think
you're
there's both sides
dating.
of shit, and like yes, it's like you can look at me like yeah, cheating is like an inexcusable act, but it's also like well, what did you do to provide in that relationship? Like
For sure, I
But
think sometimes
the point
people
of
are
that-
people are like. I think it's great that you looked at yourself in the mirror because most people that's the hardest thing people can't do.
Yeah.
looking themselves in the mirror and be like, "Hey, did I cause this at all?"
Yeah.
I think regardless, I think most of the time, yeah, maybe you weren't there, you weren't providing, maybe you were a dickhead, maybe you were abusive. Not saying you, but like someone in a relationship. And that's what caused like someone to kind of stray from a relationship. So yeah, you do have to kind of look at yourself. Maybe I caused this, but a lot of cheating is not anyone's, like not
Exactly.
the other
Yeah.
significant
No,
other.
100%.
Majority of the time.
Majority
Yeah.
of the time, but I think there's like shit that plays. It's like not everyone is confrontational. Not everyone has the confidence to sit you down and be like, "Look,
Yeah.
I want to leave you," or
Yeah.
"Want."
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
And
do
they're
feel
putting,
stuck.
and they're putting. There's so many variables in this shit that it's like you can't just be like, "Oh, this is a black and white situation. Like, this is a bad."
I don't
thing
know
that
because
you
I
did."
feel
Yeah.
I feel like at a certain point, like yes, if you start getting to a point where you're like, oh, well, yeah, I cheated, but you know, you weren't doing this or you weren't doing that. I feel like at a certain point, you have to know when you're in a relationship, no matter what, until you leave the relationship, you're making a commitment to be with that person and only that person. Because at that point, it's like I've told my girlfriend now, I was like, you know, we've gone through rough situations, whether it's like her moving or her staying here, like, or me going somewhere. No matter what, I'm making a commitment to you that I'm gonna. You're the person that I plan on getting old with. And until I break up with you, you're the person I plan on growing old with.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if that was to ever cross your mind, like the person you're with, you should have enough respect to at least end things before you pursue anybody else.
Yeah.
In any
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
But again, bro, I honestly think that's like a young way of thinking, bro. I think it's like, and I feel you because I used to think like that. I used to be like, because I never cheated. I was like, yo, if you want to see someone else, like you have to tell me, you have to do that. But being older and like going through all the experiences that I've gone through.
When your back starts hurting in the morning.
Yeah, when your back starts in the morning, your knees start cracking a little bit. You start realizing like shit's a little bit more complex. It's like you look, especially looking back at when I was 22, 23, it's like a lot of the relationships I was in was my first relationship.
Yeah.
It's like when you start feeling intense emotions of love, it's like
I get that.
you don't know how to react. You know what I mean?
I
There's certain things that like that's new to you that you don't know how to respond. You don't know how to react to that shit. So it's like sometimes you're conflicted. You don't know what to do when you're presented with certain shit, and you're. I truly feel from like the ages of like 18 to like 26, you become a different person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slowly,
I do
you know what I mean?
totally understand that.
So it's like looking back,
I
and like
get
I've
that.
been cheated on like my first girlfriend. It was like 4 or 5 years, and we dated from like 18 to like 23, 24. We had our ups and downs, but looking at the situation, it was like, bro, like I was a completely different dude from 18 to 24.
Yeah,
Definitely. And I understand that like cheating, it should be black and white, but it's like, yo, there were moments where like I wasn't there, or she was in a situation where like she shouldn't have been in,
But
or it was like
at that point, like you're just blaming yourself though, which is
I'm
not
not
fair to
even
you.
blame myself. I'm like I'm just saying there's two sides. There's my side, there's her side, and there's the truth.
There
There's
is,
like,
but there's also just a lot of accountability that needs to be
That's
taken
what I'm
care
trying
of.
to say.
like she
Yeah.
can take accountability of like, yes, I cheated, and I can also take accountability, and I can also say like, I didn't give you what you should have.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but that doesn't
I think-
justify it.
I
though.
think
What?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
I'm
doesn't
not saying
justify
it justifies it, but I'm just saying that there's layers and there's complex.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
We're thinking like
Yeah, just fuck me. I wasn't trying to talk.
We're thinking that
Yeah, he
alright.
was-
Just fuck me. I was the next step.
Nick, I'm just saying like I see what he's saying in the sense where like in the
I see what you're trying to do. It's
in
actually
the-
really smart.
no when you're let's say you're 45 years old. We're thinking our age
So
right
you're
now.
pretty
right?
close right now, yes.
And I feel like I can never imagine thinking
45.
of cheating on Grace, whatever. But when I see like, let's say I hear a story or I know someone that's like, let's say 50 years old, their husband's abusive, a drunk, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Has
Okay.
been all this, and then maybe
are
like
variables.
mom,
drastic.
me,
All right.
and then she
All right.
cheats. Whatever. You almost kind of like justify it a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. If we're talking about that, the
I'm just
extreme,
saying, like,
the other
I see
end,
what you're
totally
saying.
understand. Now, this is my two things,
The
and then
extremes,
I'll
yeah.
go ahead.
Those
and
are- that's an
I'll
extreme.
wrap it up on my
I will say
So
that
you
was an
said
extreme.
you said two things earlier. So, and this is where I do think it's black and white. So the first off, you said, is a cheater always a cheater? Black and white, I would say no, because you
Yes,
are
I
fucking
agree.
18, 20, 21,
Yeah,
23.
exactly.
That is not true. You're making a mistake.
That's what I
If
agree.
you're fucking 30 years old, your frontal lobe is developed, and you're cheating for not a good reason. I agree with you. I think there are certain moments where somebody is abusive, somebody
Yeah.
is in this relationship where you are seeking other things.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I get that happens.
And I will say, I only made that argument as an argument for
And that's
Dom's
fine.
side.
You're playing devil's advocate.
But
I totally get it.
I
But
don't-
it is
you know.
black and white. You at this grown ass age and you cheating. I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
Black and white. Boom. You're done. You should not be involved in anything else. Second thing, black and white on should you stay with somebody that has cheated on you? Fuck no. No matter what age.
No,
because
you shouldn't.
No matter
You shouldn't.
what you do, no matter what you fucking do, you're always gonna be like, hey, my boyfriend's kind of talking to that girl for a little bit longer. He cheated on me before this happened, but blah, blah, blah. You're not allowed to talk to girls anymore. You're not allowed to talk to guys
hold
anymore.
hold on. Just to be a devil's advocate
Go ahead,
again,
go
because
ahead.
I have heard this argument.
Okay.
All right. So if you say a cheater isn't always a cheater, you mean
Yes.
people can make mistakes, right?
Yes.
So
a cheater on me, I would never be able to get over. And I don't think anybody that gets cheated on in a relationship should ever stay with
And that's
that
not
one
what I'm not
100%.
saying like you should. I'm never
100%.
saying I'm
Yeah,
never
yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah,
if someone cheats on you, you should stay with them.
I don't think you should ever.
But I'm saying like when I got cheated on, I could look at her and be like, yeah, you fucked up. That's a fucked up thing.
Yes.
But I can also look at myself and be like,
What did I do wrong?
what did I
Agreed.
I can also
Gotcha.
look at myself and be like,
Agreed.
I'm not
Totally
a
fine.
perfect
Yeah, but
individual.
like
Totally
Dom
fine.
said,
There's no reason for me to be like, oh, I'm holier than thou. Like, fuck you. You know what I'm
Totally
saying?
fine.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying
That's
one thing
the
though.
point where
but
I'm
gonna
coming
say
in.
now.
you're
You know what
not
I'm saying?
blaming yourself either.
I'm
You're
not
just
blaming
literally
myself,
just
I'm not
pointing.
blaming
Gotcha.
No,
Yeah, that was bar.
Now I will say one more thing.
yeah,
I will say
yeah.
one more thing though. Now if you get in a marriage, it's a little bit different.
That's different,
if
'cause
you
you
get
made
in
a-
a marriage, now you got this.
Y'all
pact,
made
and
a
it's like-
vow in front of God.
And now you're
Yeah.
here like, holy shit, I said through thick and thin. You know what I mean?
I think.
Oh, I
Shouldn't have said holy shit. My fault.
You said holy
yeah, I was
what?
about to say, you know
Well,
what?
I just said in front of God.
My bad,
No,
my
I
bad,
think
my
at a
bad.
certain point, I feel like the whole thing of cheater's always a cheater. I think a cheater is always a cheater until they're checked on being a cheater. I feel like once they are if you say, hey, don't do this. Like if someone has a behavior, they're gonna continue that behavior until they're addressed.
I don't think
on
so.
the behavior.
I
I think it's a pattern thing.
You can also, I mean, you've made a mistake in life. Doesn't have to be that big of a deal.
But I was also checked on mistakes.
No.
That's
But
when I realized.
So you've only ever made a mistake, and then it had to be someone else to check you for you to realize it was bad.
I think also that's like why like when you're kids, when you do something that's wrong, as soon as you're told, hey, and you're disciplined on it, mentally you're like,
you know
oh,
what?
wait a
But
minute.
you know certain things are wrong.
I'm speaking from my experience when I've dealt with someone that has like when I got cheated on.
Yeah.
She went and cheated on the next person right after me.
Yeah.
She went and cheated on the next
yeah.
person right after me, and as soon as she got caught and everybody knew she was a cheater, she stopped.
But that's not fair.
Wait, I have a question.
There's no way that's the reason why she has to stop cheating because everyone fucking found out she
no,
a
I
cheater.
think
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
mental thing. It's a thing of public embarrassment.
I'm with
public
Christian on
shame.
that. I'm with
I
Christian
get
on
it.
that.
I get it.
I have a
Yeah.
question,
I'm
though.
with you on that.
So, like, did you break up with her because you caught
Hell
her
no.
cheating?
No, I got cheated on. Well, I don't know if we can put this
You
in
got
there.
cheated on, but like, did you
I
catch
got-
her cheating? Is
No,
that
no,
why
I-
you broke up with her?
So in this situation, I originally was broken up with, and then I found out that I got cheated on.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But also, this was a high school relationship.
Yes.
And
Yes.
again, coming from Dom's
Very
point of
young,
view,
yeah.
coming from Dom's point of view, 1,000%, the first thing I did was, damn, what did I do wrong? Because I immediately was like, fuck, I was the problem in this relationship.
Yeah.
There was a reason for her to cheat on me. But at the end of the day, there can be 1,000 reasons. Still, and if I was in that person's shoes, I would have been like, okay, let me step away from the relationship.
Yeah,
for
And
sure.
It
then-
never justifies the
That's good.
the
Yeah.
situation.
My
Never
other
justifies
thing
it.
was I haven't been in like I said like a full on relationship, but I was talking with somebody to the point of like, you know, I like you like me, whatever the fuck. And I did go off, did something, and I fooled around and I told her that, right? And at that moment, I was like, holy shit, I don't ever want to feel like this again, whatever the fuck. We talked about it, I told her about it, and she unfortunately could like never go past it. It was like, hey,
sure.
you know, blah, 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 you're out still, you're doing all this stuff. And it was like, fuck, I know I fucked up, but there's this barrier that's always gonna fucking be here between us, unfortunately, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, that's why I am a person that's like, that shit is black and white. You do anything related to breaking a trust, a sacred vow to that point, you should not be with that person any longer.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is, I learned from that. I'm like, I never, ever want somebody to ever feel like this. You know what I mean? I never want to put myself in, like, be in this position. So that's why I'm like, I do think that cheating is very black and white to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I do think it is very black and white.
I think
Oh,
it's
go
like it's
ahead.
very. I do think it is black and white. Like I would never cheat on somebody. I would
Yeah.
never want to put someone through that
Yeah.
shit. But I just think at the end of the day, it's like
You have empathy for people, and you get.
it's not even like empathy. I just like you just have to be able to look at yourself and be like, not everybody has that sort of like courage to like sit down and be like and be confrontational and be like, listen,
Yeah.
like, this is what's wrong with this shit.
Yeah.
And I understand that that's a flaw, that's a bad thing, but that might be this person's first time having to confront some shit.
But that's a young
That might be
mindset.
that-
You can fuck
But-
up until you're 26.
You- and-
maybe
yeah.
not even 26.
And you-
but
yeah.
you should not be
And-
doing that
and
when
again-
you're older and you got your
26.
pre-cortex
100%.
developed.
26 is
I'm
reaching.
and I'm saying this from the point of view of being my age and looking
Okay,
at like
okay.
and looking at y'all. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And like being like, if I was y'all's age, like if I could go back and be like, in hindsight, I look at my relationship and be like, I could have did this better. I could have did this. I should have looked at myself better. I shouldn't have been like, when my girl, she'd be like, yo, that's fucked up. You didn't do this. And then slowly as time goes on and get older, I'm like, well, you know, we lived together. And it was like, I didn't do this. And I didn't do that. I never saw her at
But
this.
you can
and
always,
I never
you
did
can
this.
always think about that
And
after
you
the
can always,
relationship,
and I'm not being like, oh, I'm taking accountability for this shit. But I can look at that. I can look back at the relationship and be like,
why was I not fulfilling?
why was I not fulfilling? Why was I not enough?
bullshit.
And I can also
That's
look at it
bullshit.
and I can also look at it and be like, she fucked up because, or she did this thing because that was also her.
I don't know, bro.
That was also but hear me out. Hear me out. But that's also, but that's
I
also
understand
her.
it, though.
That's
I
also
understand
her
it.
time.
Either, honestly.
But
I
also,
hate
but no,
that mindset, bro.
No, but it's not my. It's not like I'm not taking like over accountability.
Yeah.
But you also have to look at it like that's also that person's first
Bro,
time.
bro, to
That's also that person
me,
feel-
it's like,
feeling
how
love.
dare you fucking make me feel like that after you fucked a dude? You know what I mean? Like, how dare you make me feel like...
not lying.
No, how dare you make me feel like I wasn't fulfilling enough?
I understand what you're saying.
I get where you're coming from.
I understand what
I
you're saying.
understand what you're
Like, I
saying.
did
To me,
this
it's like,
because,
fuck you.
Yeah.
No,
And
for sure.
I understand. And I understand.
You
but
gotta
but like,
understand
bro,
it.
I promise you, bro. When you're 30, you're gonna look back at what you're saying right now, and you're gonna be like, you might feel the same way. You might feel the same way.
You just gotta
But
get into a
there's
relationship.
There's gonna be a
You really
levity
do.
to it where you're
Yeah.
like,
No,
where you're
it
gonna
sounds
look
like
back
that.
and you're gonna be like. You know what I mean? It is what it is kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is type of
Yeah.
deal. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like,
What I'm getting from your argument is, what's that Frank Ocean lyric? Like, wish we grew up on the same advice.
Yeah,
people
you would
were,
know.
people were raised
I know that one.
mad differently.
that's
And
the thing.
yeah,
It's like,
yes.
that's what my
Yeah.
biggest thing. One of my favorite quotes, or like not even favorite quotes, favorite things is like, if someone pushes you, right, and
Why laugh like that?
and you fucking haymaker them with the right hand,
Okay.
you can't ever be like, yo, I fucking hate your reaction if you started the interaction.
Oh, I see
You know
what you're
I'm
saying. So it's not. So you're saying basically like,
So
but
it's
there
like-
were exchange blow, but like yours was definitely the finishing blow.
Exactly.
I get that.
So it's like, and it's
I
like
get
in a
that.
sense of like,
I get that.
at the end of the day, you don't. Right now, if I were to be with someone and they cheat on me, it's inexcusable. It's fucked up. It's inexcusable, 100%.
Common ground. We there.
At the age of fucking 18 to 24, if I get cheated on or someone fucks up, whatever like that, it is what it is.
Agreed.
It is what
Agreed.
because it's like
Agreed.
everybody makes
experience,
mistakes.
yeah.
Everyone's gonna fuck up.
Agreed.
Everyone's gonna make.
Doesn't
should
take
be
away the
higher.
accountability though.
It doesn't take away the accountability. But everybody makes mistakes. Everyone fucks
Yes,
up,
yes,
especially when you're that age.
Yes.
Especially when it's like it's your first time in love. It's your first time with being someone. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna make some mistakes.
sure.
Yes, agreed.
You're gonna do some shit you didn't want to do, and that's the shit that makes you when you're in your late 20s, when you're in your 30s, where you learn from that shit, and that's where
Agreed.
that's where you go. And you find
Totally
your
agree.
person.
Totally agree with you.
So I'll say if I was 23, if looking back at 23, if someone cheated on me, I could look back and be like, okay, I did this wrong. They did this. They fucked up. They made the mistake. At my age now, if they did that shit, it's like you wanted to do that shit.
we
Yeah.
we there.
You know what I'm saying?
We're there.
That's
We're
what
good.
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying.
there.
So I'm just trying to
That's
get
unders.
at like when you're 23 or 24 and like some shit happens in your relationship when you're with somebody and like it's like you have to you're gonna look back and eventually. And like you're gonna get in a better relationship. You're gonna find someone
Agreed.
else. You're
Agreed.
gonna learn from that.
Agreed.
You're gonna
But,
learn what
okay,
you like.
let me
and
ask
you're gonna look back on that shit and you're gonna be like, you know what?
This guy's been chiming in just to say like, yo, let me tell you this.
No, I 100%
Let me tell you
agree.
something.
Let me tell you something.
No, I agree with Dom, and I agree with Nick, and I agree with everyone
Sage.
here.
Why did you not say my name?
But I'm not
Because
taking a
you
shot
didn't
unless
say
shot.
one thing. No, but what
One
I wanna
thing,
ask
one
you,
thing,
both of you,
one thing.
both of you, when it comes to like cheating and stuff, who do you think would cheat more though, like Superman or Goku?
Oh god.
Yeah, we gonna wrap it up. Yeah, wrap it up. Yeah, we gonna wrap it up.
It's
like that.
Superman, and that's the only right answer.
Listen.
Yeah,
We're
so you
gonna
think
we're
Goku
gonna go
would
ahead.
cheat?
That was a great outro, by the way. Listen, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap. Unless anybody got any other rapping arguments.
Don't
Anybody
fucking
have-
cheat.
That's it.
Type of rapping.
Okay,
We got a
go.
rampant
Go.
argument.
Respect
Listen,
your
y'all,
partner.
if you want to
break
break
it
out
down,
the
yes.
hot coffee pot.
Go ahead. Just do it.
Okay. You want me to shut up? Okay.
That American.
Oh no.
You ready?
Just go.
Ready? I've been your host, Sage Gian.
Go.
I knew
Just
you
go.
did that.
Just go.
I've been your host, Sage Gian. To my left, we have
Nicholas.
Christian.
David.
Dom.
Davina.
Owen.
And you can catch us on the next fucking segment of Summer Talks at Summer Talks. And then
Make sure to check us out.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. If y'all want to check out Dom's, David's, and Christian's bio, socials, everything, we'll have it. The link in the description.
Don't check it out.
If you guys want to check out
Don't check it
all
out.
the behind the scenes footage of us setting up, us drinking together, us eating together, go ahead and check out our Patreon. We do a bunch of exclusive videos on there.
Not
The link will
all of us
also
eating
be in the
together.
description. We're having Christian on again very, very soon. So y'all stay tuned. Dom, David, thank you guys so much for coming out. This shit was fun, bro. This shit was fun as fuck. This is a 2.5 hour video.
Let's go!
God.
I had to be home an hour ago.
Yeah, I got anything to say to close out? David, Dom, Christian?
Listen, whatever socials put up, don't check mine. Just keep on watching Suburb Talks on repeat. Put that shit on YouTube on repeat. Check out all their pages and shit. Check out the Patreon. Sign up to that shit. I might be naked on their Patreon, so you should sign up to that shit.
Let's do that.
Completely ignore whatever the fuck I got going on. These are my dogs.
I like that.
Just support that shit.
Check the next episode out to see what the details are as far as when I roomed with Dom and.
Fuck are these details?
His ass hair is so long.
It's like the one on his head.
All right, we'll see y'all soon. Take care. Peace out, y'all.
Yay!